evening, welcome to Leicester Fan TV. Listen, this is probably one of the most important games of the season so far. It's probably one of the most important games we've got left. It's Leicester against Newcastle. I think it's a must win tonight. It's not a draw. Last week we said, oh, well, it was a draw away at Southampton tonight. I think it's a must win. What do you think? Good evening to you, the councillor. He says, biggest game of the season. That's just what I'm saying, sir. I agree with you. Good evening, Matty Bond. Come on, you foxes, says Matty. Nick says it's a strong lineup. Amanda, I agree with you, by the way, Nick. Hi, Amanda, says, hope you're okay. Come on, you foxes. Indeed, Amanda, hope you're well. What's your score predictions, Amanda? Maz says, good evening, up the foxes. Mick is watching in Cyprus. Hi, Mick, how are you? Hope you're enjoying the weather out there. What's it like? Leicester is hailing and sunshine at the same time. Endidis says 4-1-2 Leicester City with Nacho 2 goals, 1 assist. Fofana and Maddison score. A lot of chat about Maddison. Let's see what it is. Ross says, I feel and everybody 2-0 fancy will beat you, Newcastle. And Rotherham send Derby down. What an amazing... I know, Derby. Yeah, I'd love to see that go down. Sean says, let's take a massive 3 steps to Champions League. I agree with you, Sean. Fee, good evening. Bazza says 3-1 to Leicester. Donna, how are you? Donna, hope you're well. John is saying, great to see Ricardo playing. Don't forget, I'll keep getting as many comments up. Can't react to every single one, but we'll get as many up there. Amanda going for a 3-0 ball. Gray saying we need, like your profile photo as well, mate. Very relaxed. Wish we were all in the sun. Not everybody's going to be going on holiday. Donna says 3-1 to Leicester. Let's bring Jamie in from the Fox's Arms. As ever, let's get his views on the team news. We want your views on the team news. Wherever you're watching, please like, share, subscribe, do all that business. But most of all, get your comments in. Good evening, Jamie.
Evening, how the devil are you? I wish people were coming on holiday to Spain at least. But that's another subject. That's for another night, that is, shall we?
Yes, Jamie, I do feel bad. The announcement today, it's just like, oh, you must be. The Fox's Arms, obviously, the number one Leicester City bar anywhere outside of Leicester. And, yeah, at the moment, we can't come. We'll all be coming in droves, Jamie. Don't you worry.
Good. If it's end of this year or next year, you're more than welcome. Should we get on to more positive news about the team, shall we, Phil?
Come on then, talk us through the team news, Jamie. I'll pop it on screen.
It's one change. Ricardo's coming for Luke Thomas. So we're starting with Schmeichel in goal. A back three of Fofana, Evans and Mr. Massive Soyuncu. The 2 wing-backs, Castagna and Pereira. You've got Wilf and Yuri. Oh, happy birthday, Yuri, for your 24th birthday today, pal. You've got James Maddison playing as the number 10 role. And our favourites are 2 up top, bit of old school, Vardy and Iheanacho up top, hoping to bang in the goals.
Where do you want to start with that, Jamie? I mean, it's pretty similar to last week's team, isn't it?
Well, it is. Well, they've made one change in 4 games now. I think it is. I think it's either 1 in 3 or 1 in 4 changes they've made in 4 games. So yeah, I think Pereira deserves a chance. He hasn't played since. Yes, Karen, you can come anytime if you want. In Al Kudu, I am. Yeah, Ricardo a bit more pace down the line. Luke Thomas is a bit more defensive. Ricardo likes attacking. So yeah, I think it's decent. It's like one change. Keep the continuity going and build up, and Pereira's going to get some minutes in his legs. So it's all good,
Jamie,
I think.
Mark says here, hi everybody, we need to win tonight. Come on, you boys. Listen, last week I took the 1-1 and I thought, you know what, 1-1 away at Southampton, okay, 10 men, yada yada yada. Mark says we need to win tonight. We got to win tonight, Jamie. We've got to win.
3 points. 3 points. Then it puts the pressure on Chelsea tomorrow and West Ham on Sunday. I think the West Ham game is. So yeah, it's the pressure. We need to get evening, councillor. How the devil are you? So we need to get 3 points. It's a huge game, and if we can play anything like we did last year against them when we won 5-0 at home, it'll be absolutely fantastic. That's what we need to do.
Patrick says, is that defence a bit lopsided there, Jamie?
Not really. It's how we've been playing the last few weeks, isn't it? To play 3 at the back to accommodate Vardy and Nacho up top.
Is he talking about Pereira and Castagna, though, Jamie?
Yeah, but we've played them before that way. That's the way we've played before. Unless we're playing 4 at the back, having a flat back 4 and playing two normal fullbacks. But then it sort of counteracts Castagna's and Pereira's attacking ability. So I like everyone knows, I quite like having 2 up top, and the only way to accommodate that is playing the 3 at the back. The only problem is, like against Southampton, did we need 3 at the back for such a long time in that first half? That was the problem. But we've got Wilson and is it St. Maximan or Joe Linton up top today? I can't remember, but I know Callum Wilson's up there. And so they're playing 2 up top. So 3 at the back tonight is, I think, perfect situation for tonight.
Yeah, Adam says probably our strongest 11. Jason says here, beat Newcastle going to the FA Cup. Big confidence, so it's massive. Obviously, Jason, don't forget, we've got Man United on Tuesday, that game that keeps changing when it is. It is Tuesday at 6 o'clock. Bazza says he's definitely come to the Fox's Arms when he can. Well done, Bazza. Good evening, says Ian. Let's get this done. A lot of people we're talking about it as being a must-win game, Jamie. We've got Man United, then we've got Chelsea, then we've got Spurs in the league. This really is the one to do it. I know I keep saying it, but the pressure for me. This is where we'll see about the pressure, because Man United on Tuesday is going to be tough, and Newcastle are scrapping around. Jamie,
Newcastle are not safe. Newcastle are not safe. They're only 9 points ahead, so they still need. I mean, there's only 12 points to play. Fulham are just below, and there's only 12 points to play, so they need to get at least a point or maybe a win tonight. So they're going to be battling the socks off for it. So it might be a good game for us. Newcastle are going to have to attack, so there's going to be spaces at the back, I think. So, so it's going to be a good game. But like I say, Newcastle, they need something from it as well. So their attacking ability could help us out 100%.
Great, Jamie. I'm going to add some people in. As ever, I'll share the link out here. I'm going to put it back in there now. The link is out there if anybody wants to join in there and come in and give us their views. I'm going to add Reedy in and Jono, and then I know I've got Gray and Sean waiting to come in. So let's add in Reedy. Let's add in Jono. Hi, guys. How are you?
How good? You good?
Jono, let's start with what on earth are you drinking tonight? Looks very continental.
It's blood orange gin with lemonade.
Is it Whitney Neal's blood orange?
It's Beefeater.
Oh, I was close. Whitney Neal's is the best one. Oh, sorry. And other samples are available.
Others are available.
Good. Well, I mean, it is a Friday night, so enjoy that, Jono. What's your take on the team news, Jono?
Brilliant. Love the team. Really strong lineup. Brilliant bench. I'm confident, but Newcastle have been on a good form recently. So I'm very sceptical, but I think we can get the win tonight.
What do you love particularly about the team, Jono?
Good lineup. Ricardo's back. Iheanacho's, everyone's in the team where we wanted to be. Strongest 11 out of all the team we've got. And we've got a good lineup if anyone gets injured or needs to be sub. So really good team tonight.
A good one in there. Reedy, what's your take on the team?
I honestly think it's probably, like I say, it's probably the best team we could put out, even without injuries. Obviously, maybe James Justin could have been in there, but obviously he's injured. But I'll say with the wing backs, I think it could go up either way, because obviously Castagne's been playing really well on the right recently, but obviously Ricardo Pereira's main position is right back, so obviously switching them around either way. But I think, like I said, Brendan Rodgers knows it's going to be a very important game tonight. So that's why he's chosen Ricardo Pereira over to Thomas. So I think tonight's going to be a good game with the team we've got out there.
Do you think Newcastle are safe, Reedy? They're on 36 points. Fulham are on 27. There's a couple of games left, isn't there? There's 4 games left.
I think I won't say they're not guaranteed safety, but I think they are safe at the moment, in my opinion. I think obviously 1 or 2 games would get them that. Obviously we beat them today, and then they've still got 3 other games to make sure they get this confirmation. But I think they're safe from now. They've got a good enough team. They've got Saint Maximan. Hopefully he joins us. I'd love that, but obviously they've got the players to keep them safe this year. But obviously, hopefully, we can beat them today. So, yeah.
Jamie, Mark Albrighton not in the team again, the starting team. Somebody's just put a comment on there. Let's share that comment in there. Jason says there I'll say this once, boys, and I quote, Albrighton will be the game changer.
He's probably going to be super sub, Phil. Yeah. He's going to come on, change it, make a bit more active down the wing and put some crosses in and make some chances. He tracks back a lot as well. It's a shame he's not in, but he can't get. I don't think he can get in before Ricardo and Castagna if they're fit, to be honest. So I think it's unlucky he's got them 2 in front of him, or else he'd be in there most of the time. But he's a quality player, and he's a quality player to have on the bench. And I think he knows his role. I really do. And Rodgers wants him for another year, doesn't he, to sign a new contract as well. So hopefully that's how much he rates him.
John,
he's unlucky.
John, I'm going to ask you about Albrighton, but the question about Albrighton is reversed in the way is that hasn't Brendan come out in the media, Jono, and said Ricardo Pereira is not fully fit yet, and we're not going to see him fit till the summer. So I question then, if he said that, which I believe he has, how come he's starting tonight, Jono?
I think he's playing him to get minutes because we've got massive games coming up. We've got the FA Cup final. We've got 3 massive games against the top 6. So I think maybe he's given some game time, and Albrighton's going to come in if he needs replacing. So I think that's maybe why he's starting him. But if he's not fully fit, maybe he shouldn't be playing. But surely the medics at Leicester would have gone, right, he's fit enough to play. We can start him. If not, then we can bring on other players to substitute him.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks for that. Keep getting your comments in. I'm going to come back to Reedy in a minute. Rob Grace, hi Rob, how are you? Says, let's get this done tonight, lads. No excuses. Rob, I think you're spot on. There is no excuses tonight. I made excuses last week, whatever. But tonight, it's got to be there. Chris B says, to be honest, there's no point starting wingers if we don't have Barnes starting. Karen is saying Albrighton is underrated by so many amazing players. I think the managers as well, you're talking there. Who wants to read it? Shall I start before? I mean, Mark's not joined us yet to talk about Maddison, but Reedy, what do you think to Maddison? It was a bit of a strange performance last week, to be honest.
Honestly, I don't mind him at all. I think when he's off the ball, I think you just see him his movement from maybe from the middle to the wings just to create space. And I think when he's not on the ball, he's a lot better than he is at the moment because he's just trying to prove himself that he is still a good player. And I think he's trying to find his form when he was before he was injured. So I think, he was trying a bit hard the last few games, trying to just take random shots for no reason, but he was scoring them sort of goals beforehand before he did get injured anyway. So I think he's just trying to find a bit of confidence and trying to actually give himself something to push for a bit more, a bit more confidence, like I say, just to try and get there really.
Jamie, he needs a big one, doesn't he? Matters a big one tonight.
He needs to have a huge performance because Perez is on his coattails, isn't he? Perez has been playing well up until the old COVID-5 incident. So Maddison needs to pull something out of the bag tonight and impress because, like I say, Perez is not far behind him.
Yeah, indeed. Be Inspired TV with Darren Lewitt says, joining to him on YouTube, says Maddison needs to turn up. He looked uninterested last week and made the wrong decisions. I wouldn't say he looked uninterested. I would actually say with you, Darren, I thought he looked too bothered last week. He was too keen to score the goal. Anyway, Imtiaz says, good evening. I believe tonight is a do or die game, and I really mean it. I know what you mean, Imtiaz. Listen, if it does go wrong tonight, we've still got 3 games to try and salvage it, but I do hear what you're saying. Rob says Newcastle was starting 5 at the back, damage limitation, and on counter-attack, and we struggled to break teams down. Jono, we do struggle against teams like that, don't we?
Well, the proof is in the pudding. Last week, Southampton, 10 men, they just played the back, and we went down 1-0. We had to fight back a whole game to get an equaliser, so Bruce would have looked at that and gone, right, we can do that against them again, because that's our biggest weakness at the end of the season is breaking down teams. So I think if we can break down team, brilliant. But if not, it's going to be a really, really, not another boring game, like us breaking them down. If not, they'll get the counter and score. So I think it'll be another tough performance this week.
Jono, before I let you go, I need your score predictions, please. And then we're going to get Gray in, who's been waiting patiently. And Jack is joining us, and Mark. So, Jono, give us your score predictions, please.
2-0, Iheanacho and Maddison.
Maddison to get on the sheet. I like it. Nacho Man says Maddison doubled tonight. Reedy, what do you reckon on the score predictions, please?
I am going to go for a 3-1 today. I don't know who's going to score. I feel like they're going to score. They've got enough to score. I think St. Maximin will score for them. I know that. But I think for us, anyone could score. I want to see Maddison get a goal. Just get a bit more confidence in him. And obviously hopefully get Kelechi actually. Yeah, try and get him to get another goal on his tally at the moment.
Brilliant. Thanks, Reedy. Thanks, Jono. We'll hopefully see you both later. I'll let you both go. Yep, enjoy that ridiculous drink, Jono. Have fun.
Well, no problem. I will.
Jamie, just before we add the others in, Newcastle, Christian says Newcastle have something to play for, so I don't think they'll just park the bus like Southampton. I actually think I've just looked at the league table, Jamie, and obviously there is they've got 4 more games, so there's still 12 points to play for. They are already 9 points ahead. A point for Newcastle would probably suit them beautifully tonight. So I've got a fear really they may park the bus tonight.
Well, I don't know. I like to say a point would be good. Well, points only gives 10 points, where Fulham can still go for 12. So I don't know. It's typical. I can't see Newcastle parking the bus. I really can't, unless they get a 1-0 lead just after half time or something stupid like that. But I can't see it. I think Newcastle will go out and attack us. I really do. I can't see them parking the bus. I'll be surprised. It's not the Steve Bruce way, is it? I don't know. Is it Newcastle? Any Newcastle fans to answer me that?
They can be a bit temperamental. Let's add in Jack. Hopefully he's got some signal now. I'm going to add in Gray. Here we go, Gray and Jack. And then Mark, I'm going to add you in. Gray, can you hear me? Gray? He's on pause. Gray!
Oh, here he is.
Here he is. Gray, your Wi-Fi.
Fucking hello, hi boys.
How's it going, pal? How are you?
Oh, it's crap.
Yeah, you like your Wi-Fi.
All right, JJ.
How's it going? How come you're not out drinking on a Friday night? Or ain't you allowed yet, pal?
Right. All right.
You're breaking up. I'm going to have to let...
Mate, I can go out if I want, but I just don't want to be sick with all the village idiots in the pub just yet.
So what's your thoughts on the team then, Gray?
I'm paused, didn't I?
I'm going to have to let Gray go, mate. See if he can get back on again. I have to let him go, Jamie, because it's just not working, is it? Let's see if we can get Mark in, because he's Norfolk, isn't it, Mark? You're from, mate?
Yeah, Norwich.
You've got Wi-Fi there.
I'm from Leicester, but
I know you are.
I live in Norwich.
Where's Jamie? You know Gray, don't you? Where's he from? Is he from your neck of the woods? Kirby?
My neck of the woods, around Kirby, Watchalong, Glenfield area, around there, yeah. And Friday night, we had some fun in the past, years and years ago.
2 words, Jamie. Sunscreen.
I know. I've had my hair cut and the sun's come out, and look, I've gone a bit burnt. Yeah, I know, but what a life to live in May. The sun's out and I'm getting burnt.
I'd take that one, mate.
Sorry, that one professional.
Go on then, Mark. Let's have a look at that team news again and give us your views on tonight's starting team.
Well, I think it's the best team we can put out tonight, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I'm probably one of Maddison's biggest critics. That's why I come back on. Because I heard my name mentioned.
Well, I was waiting for you to come on and lay into Maddison, you know.
But actually, I've got Maddison to score tonight. So I think he's got his fitness up to strength and he's actually going to perform like he actually can perform. And hopefully he'll be supplying the balls to Nacho and Vardy.
That's good to hear, Mark. So, I mean, fair enough. You said that's our strongest team tonight, and you think Madders is going to have a good game tonight. Jamie, it is. We've talked about Madders that he needs to have a good game. I'm wondering how much Brendan, how fit Maddison is.
Well, he's got to have the minutes in his legs, hasn't he? So he needs to play a bit more time. He played 90 minutes, didn't he, against Southampton, and then the week before he played about 70 minutes, didn't he? And then he got taken off. So he's getting minutes in his legs now. It's probably a bit of rustiness. He needs that little bit of extra skill, just get his skill levels back up and that. So hopefully this game will be 100 times better than what it was last week against Southampton.
What worries me about Maddison though is they've taken him off free kicks and corners.
Yeah, but we've seen better on corners, though, don't we, Mark?
Yeah, no. I'm not disagreeing with what they've done, but he's supposed to be our dead ball specialist, and he's not, is he?
Not at the minute,
it's a good point, isn't it? Yuri's been taking the corners. I wonder why they have took him off. I mean, we've as fans, Mark, we've all been saying the corners ain't good enough. They don't beat the first man, so
probably because he's been crap, Phil.
Fair point. Good point. Well presented.
Yeah. They're crap. Jamie and his analysis. Yes. Listen, let's see. I'm going to try and add Jack in now. Let's see, because he's been struggling with his Wi-Fi. Jack, welcome. How are you?
Yes, good boys. How are you?
Good. You've been chatting to some Newcastle fans. We're wondering if they're going to park the bus. What was their view the other night?
They just said, Newcastle are one of them teams who go away from home to like park the bus. And I said to him, well, Leicester's one of them teams who can't break a team down when they do so. So he said Newcastle, when they do come out, they threaten quite a lot with the attack of Almiron and St. Maximan. He said, don't really worry about Joe Linton, but worry more about Callum Wilson. But I said, Callum Wilson's more of a Danny Ings, isn't he? A good striker, but he just gets injured. But he said when Newcastle do start to come out and start getting team spaces, that's when teams take the game to them and then beat them on the spot.
So they could come and park the bus. Jamie, we've talked about it before. That's my fear for us tonight is A, we're at home, and B, a bit like last week. And to be fair, it's probably been our Achilles heel, Jamie, this season, is some of these teams, the Fulhams. I'm trying to remember some of the games we lost towards the start of the season. Fulham's, Brighton, Burnley, was it?
No, we beat Burnley. West Ham, we lost West Ham. We lost to Fulham. We lost to Villa. They all came part of the bus. So, yeah, got to be careful. But I think if we get an early goal, they're just showing the highlights of the 5-0 win at the minute. So I was quite happy looking at them goals then. But, yeah, if we get an early goal, then we should be all right. I think the confidence will just sap out of Newcastle quite easily. So, Dan Moore, family's full of Geordies. Let's hope we get 3 points. Your house will be a happy night tonight, won't it, if we get 3 points?
Yeah, indeed. David says, hey, on TV, Evans
Phil,
is showing us maybe potentially injured.
Johnny Evans is walking off injured from the warm-up. He doesn't look in the best of fitness.
Yeah, David's just saying that he may be injured.
He's holding his back.
I hope not.
So if
Daniel Amarty's gone in to get changed.
Has he?
I bloody hope not.
Amarty's struggling. Evans is struggling.
I would have just gone back four. I would have gone back four if he's injured.
I don't think you can change the tactics, can you, Jamie?
You can. You can change the team. You can if it's injured in the warm up. Yeah, you can change it.
No, what I meant is to change the tactics. The tactics, Jamie.
But how do you know he wasn't playing a back foot? How do you know what he was playing? Honestly, or they put it into the team sheet. They don't actually put the positions, do they?
Do we know that Evans is
about three into Jamie? So
from what I've just seen, Evans didn't look in the best of health there. He was holding his back. He was limping. So whether he's done his back in, and with Man U, Chelsea, the the final next week, it's what we didn't need.
To be fair, now listen, I'm going
to come into this game.
Obviously, we want people's views on Johnny Evans. The councillor says Johnny Evans is injured and could be out of the game. Crispy's agreeing and saying maybe go to a back four and put all Brighton on. Ian Miles just goes, ooh, Evans. Jonathan says, I'd rather stick my mum at centre-back than Amarty. I think Amarty's all right.
I don't think Amarty's done that bad at all, to be honest.
No, I don't either. When he's come on, he's done a good job.
MTL says Evans is our best defender now. I'm a bit worried for us. It's funny how he's obviously done something, Mark, in the warm-up there.
I've not seen it myself, but
I just looked up and Evans was being helped off by the physio.
Yeah. Andrew says Evans has been struggling with a foot problem. It might have gone up to his back.
I don't think it was his foot. I think it's his back. I think. Yeah, I agree with Adam there. Amarty's done well every time he's played. He hasn't let us down. I know he looks a bit dodgy on his first touch, but he hasn't let us down at all. The game's Man City, Liverpool. He's played well. He scored the winner against Brighton, was it? Did he score the winner away with a header from the corner?
Yeah, he did.
He's done well.
Look, here's a question. I'm going to try and get Gray back in a minute, but I want to ask all you guys this, and obviously everybody who's watching. And I am asking it a bit facetiously, but I'm also asking it because I'm not quite sure my own answer. And here is the question. Would you take 3 points tonight over an FA Cup win next week? Because 3 points tonight probably puts you almost within touching distance of the Champions League for next season. So which is the bigger game? You know, you've got to...
FA Cup all day long.
FA Cup.
So let's start with you, Mark. FA Cup, why?
Because we've never won it. And I'm 56 years old. I never thought we'd ever see us win the league, but obviously we did that. And the other thing I wanted to do was win the FA Cup because the FA Cup was the cup when I was a kid that everybody wanted to win. And it's the cup I still want to win.
Yeah, that's fine, Mark. Jamie, your views?
History. It's same as Mark. History. The FA Cup has got so much history behind it. The Premier League's only been going. There was football before the Premier League started. Everyone has got to remember that. And the FA Cup is still the biggest competition in the world. And to win that, it's huge. It's huge. I know there's no monetary value to it, but to win the FA Cup is huge. So for me, I know 3 points of FA Cup. It's got to be FA Cup for me. I've been saying it for months, haven't I? FA Cup.
Jack, what's your take on that?
It's difficult. Leicester need 3 points for top 4 to guarantee Champions League football next season. Obviously, the FA Cup is one of the biggest cups in England.
Brighton's walking out with the team, so it's not Marty. Mark Albrighton's walking out behind Kasper Schmeichel. So
that's good.
So it's going to be a back 4 then, I think, now you'll find.
Yeah.
Going to be a back 5. Let's add
back 4.
Mark. I'm going to let Mark go because I'm losing signal on you, Mark. I'm not quite sure why. I'm going to let Jack go. I'm going to let Jamie go. We seem to have a bit of a meltdown here. Tom, can you hear me? I don't know. Seems like there's that many people logging in. Keep getting your views in here. Teresa says, and Marty has helped save us many a game. Here's to a good game again. Andrew says 3 points and rest players on Tuesday. Adam saying all Brighton is on the side. Tom, can you hear me?
Good evening, Phil. How are you?
Tom.
As Phil drops out, Phil disappears.
Yeah.
Jamie will drop back in. Hello, mate.
How's it going? Before you start, let's just bring Sean in because Sean's been waiting a long time. Sean, how are you, pal? How's it going?
I'm fine, you?
Very quickly, because we're running out of time, so we've had that many people on. What's going to be the score today, pal?
I think it might be 4-0.
4-0 to Leicester, I hope, pal. Yes.
Yeah. And I got some good news about the about Madison.
Go on then, quickly.
I think he's not scoring. That is because it is his girlfriend had a baby.
Oh, he's right, yeah. He's not scoring on the pitch, he's scoring off the pitch, isn't he, Sean?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right then, Sean. Oh, he's gone. Sean's gone as well. Everyone's internet's going. Are you still here, Tom?
Yeah, mate, I can hear you.
Rightio, we'll have to do you now. Phil's struggling to come back in. I'll remove him out of the way because I don't think I'll get Jack back in now and leave you and Jack to talk about the game. So, Jack, are you there, pal? Jack, Tom?
I'm there, mate. I can hear you fine.
You're good. But Jack, are you with us, Jack? Looks like it's going to be you, Tom, tonight, pal.
That's fine, mate. Lay it down as the teams have been announced, and
yes, I'm here, boys.
Leicester changed to a back 4 with Ricardo, Fofana, Sainchu, and Castagna, who's now left back.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Tillemans and Didi Madison playing across the midfield. All Brighton's coming there as well. Steve Bruce, well, can he get one over Leicester? Be interesting tonight. Here's Phil. Is he there? Can he hear us?
It seems to be dying, Tom. I'm going to hand over to you. If you're having any problems, mate, message me, all right? And I'll come back in.
Yeah, mate, no problem.
All
Cheers,
right.
bud. See you later.
Go on then, Phil. I'll drop you out, Phil. Oh, he's gone now. He's gone. So go on then, Tom. I'll stay on until let's try Jack. See if Jack's. Jack, are you ready now, pal? We're having problems with the internet completely.
Jack, it was weird. Yeah.
Right.
Do you know what?
Northern.
StreamYard's been a rat.
Northern, isn't it? It's on his internet.
Dodgy Doncaster internet, eh?
Right. I'll see you all later. Have fun. Hopefully, Phil will be there at half time for you all. See you all later. Oh, I'm going for 3-0, by the way. Sorry, 3-0 for me. I'm going for it.
Cheers, mate.
Come on, Leicester.
As they all disappear and Madison gets ready to start
tonight with internet.
I don't know what the issue is. I've seemed to be fine. I came straight on. Good evening, as we always, out to everyone who's joined. Everyone has said hello, evening, mate. Hope you're doing all right. Evening, Fee.
I'm on the iPad tonight, so I might be a bit behind you.
It's all right, mate. No problem. As Newcastle kick off, and they will kick towards the Kop, and Leicester will kick towards the traditional in the first half, the family stand. Oh, John Giles Shovey, little bit of showboating, and completely does Vardy all ends up and cuts inside of his man after 30 seconds. But yeah, Leicester have switched to, it looks like a back four with Fofana and Soyuncu, the young pairing at the back tonight, after Johnny Evans limped off with it. Looks like to be a back injury to me. He was holding his back at times. It didn't look comfortable. Ian Kane.
Hello.
Hope you're doing well, mate. Ian.
Phil's had problems. He said it's StreamYard, Tom.
Tillman's tries one around the corner, plays it off the Newcastle player out for a Leicester throw. 40 seconds gone. John Townsend, 3-0. Tom needs to go on the right and jinx. Oh, dear. It worked last time. Last time we won playing like this way around, me and Jack.
Yeah, we did. You just need to take the game to Newcastle, innit, Tom? I think it's going to be a difficult game, but, as long as we get the points, it's all that matters.
I mean, if we're a minute in, if you look at Newcastle, they are pressing us high. They're not just sitting back. I mean, if you look at now, the ball's just going past the halfway line. They've still got Wilson and Saint Maximum in the Leicester half they had then. Maximum now come back, and so is Wilson. But they're not just going to sit back behind the ball. They are going to press us like there. Look, tried to press, nearly made a mistake, but Maddison gets the ball to Shelby. Back to Maddison. Chip foot to the back post. Oh, he can't find Kelechi Iheanacho. Good ball by Maddison. Just a bit too much on it. Better from Leicester. Nice little 1-2.
I wonder what's happened to Johnny Evans then, Tom.
I think it's a back, mate. The way he was holding it, the way he limped off, it looked like a back strain. It could be. I hope it's not long term because we haven't really got much replacement now in centre half position. Cassania plays inside, finds Nacho. He plays it inside. Poor pass, can't find Tillman. And Diddy steps in, wins it back. Oh, he tries to find Vardy and it goes past his foot. Hi, Tom, Jack. Thoughts on late change?
Thoughts on the late change?
I think the boys would have known if people get injured what they'll go to. I think they know if one of the experienced centre halves, they'll go to a solid back four with the two sitting in front of them, what they've played many times before. This ain't a new formation, the 4-2-3-1, if we're going to call it that way, or a 4-3-3, but possibly the way we'll go tonight. And the reason for Albrighton is the energy he brings into that midfield. I think that the reason he'll be sitting in there. If we look at him now, he's covering Ricardo. Ricardo pushed on. Albrighton had gone into the right back cover. So, no, I don't think it'll do too much affecting. It'll probably affect Newcastle more. They'll probably be more set up that we were coming out with a back three or with wing backs, and they would have trained all week for that. So now play against a back two means we're probably push a few more players up the park. We saw that against Southampton last week when they went down to 10 men, and we changed it at half time, bringing off Fofana and bringing on the extra, man in midfield. Perez, was it at half time in that game?
Yeah, I think so.
Perez for Fofana at half time. We tried to push on then.
Pitch seems soaking wet, Tom.
Nacho Man says, "All right, Jack."
Hello, evening from rainy Doncaster.
Good old Doncaster.
You played there, Tom, so you know what
I have played on the Doncaster pitch, mate. It's a lovely little ground. It's very good. I enjoy playing there. I played against Mr. Dickoff. What was an experience and a half. Nacho gets the ball back, turns on the said circle, spreads it wide to Timmy Cassania. I'm trying to work out because at the moment you've got Cassania and you've got Ricardo Pereira playing down this right-hand side. But for me, Albrighton's then gone over to the left-hand side. Be interested if they switch that round in a minute.
My game's like far behind, so I'm not sure what second you're on. I think I'm like 30 seconds behind.
I'm on 4 minutes 13, mate. And Diddy into midfield, turns, finds Maddison. Poor touch, spreads it wide, finds Albrighton eventually. Albrighton one-on-one with his man. Little touch around the corner, finds Maddison again. Maddison towards the back post. Header coming in over the crossbar by Tillemans. Better play from Leicester. Lovely ball by Maddison towards the back post, and Tillemans had made the run. And at that point, when the cross came in, there was 1, 2, 3, 4 Leicester men in there, all going towards the back post. Well played, Leicester. A lot better, quicker start from them.
How are you, guys? We'll meet you, Jack, at the final. Yeah, Leicester Fan TV live on Wembley, Tom, eh?
Hey, mate, always going to happen. And if I had made that telephone call on Friday morning to query that my points didn't seem right, I'd never have got a ticket. If you think about it. Oh, mate, and I'm now, because like what I said to him on the phone, I said at the time, like, I missed out going to the semi-final of the League Cup and all that because the points weren't high enough. And now they realise that they're taking 50 points off me by mistake, or the computer had, and it never got put back on in 2018 season. It was taken off. Even though I've had my season ticket since 98, I got my season ticket at Filbert Street. So it just made me laugh. I know the points don't go bad that far. Madison with a little 1-2 around the edge of the area and shoot straight into Debraka's arms. Debraka's not a bad goalkeeper. Let's not get that wrong. Perez, Ricardo loses the ball. Sam Maximin with a brilliant tackle. Now he bombs forward. Perez steps in and wins the ball back off him, though. What a tackle by Ricardo Pereira there. That's just what you want to see. And beyond saying, I said it earlier when we were chatting in the group, I want to see Ricardo on the right, not on the left. He looks lost on the left-hand side. You lose all that ability to do the 1-2s because he's always looking to cut inside.
And what do you think to St. Maximin, Tom?
I just quickly jump before we go into that. I do look like we're sticking to this back three, mate. And I got a feeling that we're playing Timmy Cassagna as the third centre-back because all Brian seems to be on the left. Ricardo seemed to push up on the right. And Cassagna seemed to have slotted in like this at the back right-hand side of a back three with Sancho on the left, Fafana as the centre half in theory. All ball into the box. Oh, Richie dives. Goes down too easily there for me. And anybody think Hamza Chowdhury might have got near him? Harsh. Harsh, that maybe. Yeah, Maximin's a very talented young man with a lot of pace, a lot of power. Very powerful runner with the ball. Bit clumsy at times, can be with the ball at his feet. He does, he's got great skills, but can be clumsy. But yeah, he's another one I think, Leicester fans would go, well, that's the kind of player we should be looking at. Another young talent. He's only young, I think, still. He's not that old.
No.
Ball at the back. Schmeichel little 1-2 with Sancho, plays it, finds Vardy. Vardy loses it, but Leicester recover the ball. Michael Brighton switches it and finds Ricardo Pereira on this right side. Going, slips on the floor, wet pitch, and he goes down. Foot went away for him. Richie comes down the left, finds St. Maximin. Just standing with him. That's what Leicester got to do tonight on St. Maximin. Do not dive in. Do not let him run past you because that's where he can do his damage. Once he goes past you, it's very hard to get back goal side. Newcastle come backwards now. Still in the Leicester half. John Joe Shovey plays it to Almiron, another little talented player. He goes wide.
Wasn't even in between us, Tom.
Almiron.
Yeah, that little kid who kicked in the
He
ball.
was. Yes, he was. Into the box. Newcastle go and it'll run out for a goal kick. Good play from Leicester, just shielding him out there. Wanted a corner, not getting it. Is it? Good start from Leicester at times. Got to be finish off these chances.
Yeah, you got the Strombo tonight, Tom, the dark fruits.
Oh, mate, I've worked all week, mate, on my own. I've done stupid hours. Normally I have two lads with me doing my job, and I've done a week on my own in the van, mate. I'm absolutely cream crackered. I'm hoping oh, no, goes down in the box. Free kick given. Oh, that's such a go. This will go to VAR to be looked at. Sancho dives in. Wilson dives around him, and I think it's outside the area. He's outside. He's miles outside the area. He's outside the area. No, it's not a penalty.
Typical Callum Wilson.
He actually goes down too easy, though, if we're honest about this. I mean, yeah, no, Sancho does kick him. He does go down. Not a penalty, but that's where Sancho's got to now be the leader on the pitch. With no Johnny Evans tonight, Sancho's got to step up and take control of this back, three, and trying to do like that. Don't feel you were confident at times with Sancho. He can be a bit rash, but yeah, silly really because he was going nowhere there. Either just keep him on his line, keep him going down towards the bar line there. Don't let him cut on to his left.
Who's the ref, Tom? Someone asked.
Let's have a quick look. 30 seconds. I'll have it on my phone. So free kick. Matt Richards says bang on the halfway line if we're going to go across the 18-yard box. He goes power low and hard and goes under the wall. Cleared again, smashed into the wall. Chip towards the back post. Big headed by Fofana. But Maxim on the ball. Goes across the box. Castagne steps in. Ooh, Leicester put the pressure on though. Leicester put the pressure. Oh, you jammy sod. Vardy and Nacho put the pressure on. The ball rebounds off Nacho. Goes through between him and Vardy. Literally, we're talking inches going the other way, and Vardy's literally going so Nacho through on goal. So jammy from the Newcastle player there. He gets so lucky at the back. Proper dallying on the ball there he was. Oh, so jammy. Because the ball breaks the right way. Nacho is through on goal. That's the most annoying thing about it. Vardy is setting Nacho away and he's clear. There's no one around him. Oh, so jammy.
Sort the iPad out.
Leicester go through the middle of the park. Find Maddison. He'll go around at Albrighton. Albrighton tries to go down the line. He does find Vardy. Vardy back to Albrighton. Can't get the pass though. Lose the ball. Maddison steps in. Can't get the ball again. Ball plays through. Ooh, Fofana steps in. Has to get it right or St Maximin is running through on goal there. Tillemans chips one over the top looking for Vardy. Vardy is onside. Down the left-hand side he comes. Edge of the area. Knocks it past his man into the box. Pulls it back. Oh, it runs straight through, but it's gone out for a goal kick. Oh, the flag went up. I think must have gone out. Either he's offside or it's gone for the... Yeah, he's got given offside.
So who's the ref, Tom?
I
bet it's a crap ref or something.
Probably, mate. Why has Sky's not even got it on there? Normally it's on the team sheet. It's not on the team sheet. No, we'll find out in a minute. Yeah, Vardy was offside, but a lovely play from Tillemans. Chipped him over the top. Vardy away, did his man once again. I mean, Vardy's not been sharp in front of goal. We know that for a few weeks now, but his threat is still down the line. Oh, Fofana.
Free kick Newcastle.
Silly Fofana there. Sorry, mate. Don't need to do it. It's a long, hopeless ball over the top. It's going into the channel. It's going nowhere near goal. Almiron takes it away for goal. Straight through the back. Barges him in the back. And he goes down and every right to there.
What time you in, Tom, on the game?
12 minutes 28, mate.
Yeah, no, I've got it. It's fine. I've caught up
Darren,
now. So.
sorry. Thank you, Fee. There we go. Fee's just put it on there. Darren, England is the ref. Thank you very much, Fee. Much appreciating.
Newcastle have the ball. Leicester goal kick.
Ooh. Clipped in. Oh, that was close. Are you in front of me now, Jack?
I hope not.
Because you said that before it even happened on my screen. Well, I'm on 13 and 5 seconds.
Yeah.
13, 8, 13, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Hopefully we win this game. What do you prefer, Tom? A top 4 finish or the FA Cup?
Both. Come this far, why not? I'm getting what's called now about this. Which one do you take now? Both. You come this far. The players tonight have one thing to do, and that looking to stand and see Top was there for the first time in how long. Go and do the performance for him for me. That should have been the message from Brendan tonight. Your chairman is back. He's in the stand. Go and give him a performance to be proud of because he's missed a lot this season. John
hold the FA Cup up there.
Oh, mate, I'd love to see the FA Cup. I said it this morning on BBC Radio. Leicester, that was the thing. Wes Morgan's final moment, lift the FA Cup. What a way that would be for him to, I know he's not going to play probably, but he still deserves to. Schmeichel will not stop him lifting it if we do win it. Leicester passing around Sancho and Diddy back to Sancho. Come across the back four for Fofana.
Come on now, boys.
I am and Jack is both, mate. Yeah, we're both lucky enough to get a ticket. Foul on Ricardo Pereira, free kick to Leicester.
Me and Tom are looking forward to that nice cold pint at Wembley. If we can find a pub.
Yeah, I just feel sorry for people in Leicester, mate. I mean, I'm lucky I don't live in Leicester. I'm in Worcester, and Leicester take the free kick short. By the way, I'll get in my car and drive down, find somewhere to park, enjoy the atmosphere and the build-up. Ball to their back post. Oh, can't find Tillemans. Can Ricardo keep it in? Yes, he can. Plays to the byline, pulls it back. Can't find Tillemans. Almiron clears up the line. Throw to Leicester City bang on the halfway in their half.
Come on.
Morgan, 94th minute. sub when we're 2-0 up. Mate, that'd be brilliant. Even with a bad back, get his Zimmer frame, get him on that pitch.
Pull him out of the retirement zone.
Oh, mate, I can't see him signing a new contract now. I think
He's finished.
His time is up. You know, I love Wes. I just think, you know, he's done 2 more extra seasons, but I think this one has just taken its toll. His body cannot cope with the demands of being a professional footballer. I mean, if you look at it, there's been players over the years who've managed to be rolled out on a Saturday. Ledley King was one for Tottenham. I remember they used to literally play him on a Saturday, and then he was wrapped up in cotton wool. Ball in behind, Wilson's in, through on goal. He's got an easy pass. He can find St Maximin. He can. What a save, Kasper Schmeichel with his foot to deny him. That should have been a goal to Newcastle. Newcastle push 1-0 up here. Ball in behind. Leicester at 6 and the 7s at the back. It was one simple ball. Callum Wilson peels off Sainchu, goes round the back. Sainchu comes across, plays across the box. St Maximin with a right-footed shot. Kasper comes out, sprays himself with the starfish and gets his left boot onto it and deflects it right. What a crucial save that could be in this game at 0-0.
It just shows how their pace can actually affect us, Tom, with Wilson, Almiron, St Maximin. You know, you get them sort of players on the ball. They can turn the game for them. Obviously, they've got Willock on the bench, haven't they? The Arsenal loanee. So.
Exactly, mate. That's a massive save. Corner bit whipped in towards the post. Kasper comes out, flaps at it, gets a free kick. He was blocked. What a save, though, from Kasper Schmeichel. And how many times we said that over the years. He's just kept Leicester in this. He's just kept Leicester in this game because that should be 1-0 to Newcastle.
How many have we got watching, Tom?
There's 168 people watching us tonight. That's a nice little number. If you all can go and click the subscribe button, if you're not following us on YouTube,
smash the like
free
button.
to do. Smash the like button. If we can get 100 likes on this video on YouTube, it'd be more than happy tonight. Cassania with the ball. Leicester need to wake up now because Newcastle just started to come into this game a little bit too much for me. You know, it was all Leicester the first probably 10, 12 minutes, but the last 5, Newcastle really started to get involved again. A long switch. Newcastle step in, Maddison slides in and throw to Newcastle.
Come on and actually scored a winning goal, Tom. Imagine that.
Steve Bruce has somehow managed to take Maddison boot off him. What's quite funny.
Jesus Christ.
Johnny's hit the nail on the head there for me. And, you know, needs to start playing the pass that isn't great again. Not good enough. He did it again at Southampton. It was my biggest flaw in the game. We couldn't pass the ball. It was poor at times. Free kick to Newcastle. Sancho goes to the back of Willock. No need to again. Silly challenge.
How's Willock playing?
Yeah, he's on the right side.
I threw her on the bench. They've got Joelinton on the bench, haven't they?
Yes, mate.
He ain't worth 40 million quid.
Joelinton.
Joelinton from Hoffenheim.
There you go. Help us get to 7K. Hit the subscribe button. And we're trying to get to 7K by the end of the season. I know Jamie was saying Leicester come in. Another ball over the top and Leicester couldn't deal with it.
Offside.
Flag gone up.
Come on, boys. Normally we beat Newcastle in the rain.
Well, I was there last season when we won 5-0. Yeah, 5-0. Ricardo got the first goal in front of the cop end.
I think last time it rained then when they beat us, Perez scored. When Ratford Benitez are in charge with that header from against Schmeichel.
Mate, it was a brilliant header as well.
Come on, Leicester.
Nacho flicks the ball, finds Maddison. Diddy goes wide and finds Albrighton. Again, there's no option. Silly ball by New.
Backwards all the time.
You know, Albrighton there with a dangerous pass, and literally, if Tillemans don't get it right, they're winning the ball back. Nacho has to go backwards again. Like I say, Newcastle aren't sitting deep. I mean, they've got a front three nearly enough there, bang on the halfway line. Leicester got to play through this quicker. Ball chipped over the top. Ball straight out of play.
Got to be better now, yeah.
Ball by Diddy there. It's got to be a better pass in that situation. Let's have a look at
these are the sorts of teams, Tom, that Leicester can't break down. Look at the Southampton game. We struggled even before they got sent off.
We did, but I also look at that game, mate, and think we still have enough challenge to, great opportunities in the game to win it. You know, Vardy, for me, has to do better. He scores there. You know, the Vardy of old is scoring that chance. He's not blasting it. He's putting it through the goalie's leg. Castagne at the back post with a volley, mate, for me, has to get it on target. I'm not saying he's going to score, but you have to get that on target. And Diddy steps in and wins the ball back. Referee's not having none of Lord Voldemort's antics in the middle of the park for Newcastle tonight.
Lord Voldemort.
Ball whipped over the top. Oh, can't find Kelechi and Acho, who made the run behind. Play up the line. Senchu steps in, throw to Newcastle on the halfway line.
Come on, Leicester.
Oh, dear, Jack. What have you done?
Nothing.
You have. You've upset someone.
Well, I said don't say hello to me then. I'm not even reading the comments yet. So don't get at me about saying hello. I can't really I've not got my laptop great in it, so I can't really sit there and control the comments. Tom's doing it tonight. So
Are we going to play football or what?
Hello, Gray.
Someone's just put it up here a minute ago. Where's it gone?
We need to start
the formation. The formation isn't working. I'm starting to think it doesn't. Through on goal. Let's give it away. Goal to Newcastle. 1-0. Willock scores.
Oh, God. See what I mean? Joe Willock again.
Oh,
my
boy.
days, man. I said it.
Leicester give the ball away and
Willock again. How many times has he scored this season for Newcastle, Tom?
He scored in the last. He scored in the last three games. Ball around the corner. Sancho picks it up. Sancho loses the ball. Ball by Sancho. Edge there. Lost the ball. Willock does him and slots it into the bottom corner with the left foot. It was a nothing ball. Sancho has so much time. Poor first touch. Tries a Cruyff turn. What are you doing, Sancho? What are you doing there with a Cruyff turn?
Why is he trying that there?
Just play forward. Why have you got to be clever? We haven't got Johnny at the back here. You've got to step up and command the back three tonight, and you're not doing it so far.
I just think Cags is better with Johnny Evans when he's on his own. I think he panics a lot on the ball.
Where's the experience in that back three now, mate? There isn't any experience. There's no one leading to me.
Newcastle lead 22 minutes.
I'm sorry, but this was a must-win game tonight for Champions League. You lose this game, and I'll say it now. I can see us dropping out of the Champions League spot, mate. I really can. I'm worried again now because you've got to be beating Southampton. You've got to beat Newcastle.
Look at last season, Tom, losing to the teams like Bournemouth and stuff like that. You know what I mean? We dropped points against Watford and you know what I mean? It's crazy. For God's sake. It just reminds you of last season, isn't it? Where they can't win the important games. It's just they struggle to even do anything.
Tillman whips one straight up. Maddison with a volley. Oh, straight into a Newcastle leg. It was played out Beckham goes down, free kick to Leicester. So Tillman set it up and pinged it to the edge of the area, and Maddison took the volley first time. Lovely little routine by Leicester. And just went straight into a Newcastle player. I don't think goalie's saving it if it gets anywhere near the goal, mate. If I'm honest, you hits it that hard and low.
Someone said we ain't winning this. Never say never. The thing is, Leicester are a second half team.
Matt Ritchie down looks struggling. But I just don't think it's working, mate. This formation, this team is not clicking.
Three at the back don't work without Johnny Evans. I'm sorry.
No.
It just
Tillman's whips one in.
At the back.
Fafana straight to Bracker's hand. Should be 1-1. It should be scoring there. I'm sorry, Fafana. You've got to score. You've had it straight into the goalkeeper. Perez plays it all the way back to Schmeichel. What a ball by Tillmans, by the way. The whip and the bend he gets on this ball to bend it right round the Newcastle. Straight onto Fafana's head. I'm sorry. From all of 6 yards, he should be scoring.
He done that against Fulham. Open goal and he missed. That changed the game, that did, after he missed that chance. Man, Willock again.
Ball play the top straight into the Bracker's hands.
My God.
Lovely ball whipped in. Fafana's onside. 6 yards out, straight at the goalkeeper. Either side of the goalkeeper's in.
Willockers won all their points for Newcastle in the last like 5 games or so, apart from the Arsenal game where he didn't play. All the goals are down to him.
Johnny Evans is the main man that makes us look good. I think he is. People don't realise how good Johnny Evans is. Even when he's at his age. Take your time. Just clear the ball here, boys. No, don't give the ball away.
He's the experienced head in the team, Tom. What gets Leicester going in the back from the forward?
Definitely.
That's why what don't help us, like, you know, like when we've not got the experience in the team. We need the experienced player. Look at Cambiasso, yeah? Cambiasso, you know, experience just like that. Just like help that team and then boom, hit
Probably one. Oh, no. Albrighton's now gone down on the touchline. Newcastle play forward. Little 1-2 round the corner. Fafana steps in and win the ball. He has to. And then Leicester give the ball away. Williams. Oh, ball played across. Oh, well played. Castagne steps in, free kick to Leicester.
So poor at the back. 3 at the back does not work.
Taggart said he headed it too well. He probably did it too well. Leicester, Tielemans tries a silly ball. Ricochet straight off the Newcastle player. Castagne's playing everyone on side because he's deep. Pulls it back, and luckily Castagne wins a free kick. But my God, Leicester City, what are we doing?
We can't afford to drop any more points.
Oh, can't afford to have any more players injured. Albrighton looks like he's struggling here. He's limping up and down the touchline.
Chenga's on the bench.
Brendan's just saying, keep the ball. But we're not doing anything with the ball, Brendan. We're getting forward. We're not doing anything. Fuchs is on the bench, mate. Fuchs is on the bench. If you had to go, you know, and Diddy wins the ball back. Tielemans. But we're going backwards.
Crazy.
Change of formation so late has done us. We're proper for 3 at the back. Just hope Johnny's fit for the cup final. Completely agree with you, mate.
Mate, if we ain't got Johnny Evans at the back for the cup final, yeah, it's going to be like today.
Get shredded, we could. Mate, Chelsea looked amazing the other night.
Werner, Ziyech, Mountain, Pulisic in that.
Okay. Toothless game.
Come on now, boys. Step it up.
Well, we're coming up to 27 minutes already. There's an hour left of this game, and Leicester City have got to do something because at the moment I don't see where we're going to score. I really don't.
I think we went behind about Crystal Palace, didn't we, Tom? Where we didn't really play well. They scored. And
second half. Second half got the 2 goals.
Connor was relying in the second half, though.
But exactly. I know people say you'll wear them down, but I just
come on, boys.
Ball into Tielemans, back into Ricardo, back to Tielemans. Chips one towards the back post, over everyone's head. Albrighton can keep this in, and he does place it backwards. He finds it, and Diddy with a shocking ball towards the back post. Richie has to head it away though. Tielemans was coming round, but it's a poor pass, mate.
Step up your game, Leicester, man. These are the games we need to win.
Stats on City are second for winning points from losing positions. We are, mate, but at the moment we can't pass the ball.
Come on.
At this rate, we're getting hammered next week in the final. Leicester, Newcastle throw. We'll give the ball away again.
Come on. Leicester, you can't always rely on the second half, for God's sake.
Let's put it this way. Johnny's sitting in the stand with the 1 shoe off and 1 sock on, and that is it. So it could be his foot problem he's had reoccurrence.
That was the Arsenal game, wasn't it, Tom, when he come off? That foot problem, yeah. So it's reoccurred again.
De Braca, he tries to take a touch and Vardy nearly comes in.
It's just like Wesley's back, innit? It reoccurs every time he plays.
Yes, mate. And Diddy has the ball, loses the ball to Callum Wilson, who wins it back. Well played, Callum Wilson there. And Diddy dallied on the ball and loses it. Sancho steps in, wins a free kick on the touchline. Is Vardy and Nacho playing tonight? Well, they haven't had much of the touch of the ball in the last 10 minutes. Let's put it that way. Can't understand how we can stay third in the league all season and throw it away in the last 3 games.
Well, we were top 4 all most of last season and threw it away in the last day of the season.
Inchaz, ball whipped in.
Come on, Leicester now. Deal with it.
Maximum one-on-one with Ricardo Pereira. Skips past Tielemans. Maximin shoots low and hard, well wide. But again, how dangerous was that, cutting in from the left-hand side onto that right foot? Ian Ross, hopefully you can bring some luck, mate.
They'll bring Andy Carroll on, you watch. He's even on the bench.
Evans' ankle is visible swollen.
Andy Carroll.
Don't you talk about this horse. It's amazing how we can such a good team yet consistently so shocking in the first half. You could put West Brom kit on and these players would look out of place. We've got to win today. We have got to win today. I don't care what anyone says. You can't rely on teams to keep losing. Leicester will lose the ball again, and Diddy with a sloppy pass to find Albrighton. Leicester cannot pass the ball to anyone in blue at the moment.
We could be fourth this weekend if Chelsea win and we lose this.
Exactly.
Gives Liverpool a chance to catch us as well, doesn't it?
Amaron into the box. He comes. Corner kick.
Come on now, Leicester, for God's sake.
Good tackle by Timmy Castagne. Has to get it right or he's going to give a penalty away there. Again, so easy. Ball round the corner. Amaron comes into the box. Castagne just gets a toe on it. Just. And it is just get a toe on it to slide the ball away.
31 minutes been not played.
It'll be a big Groundhog Day on Tuesday. Yeah, 31 gone here, and wow. By the first 12 minutes when Leicester looked quite threatening, Newcastle have completely turned this game on its head. Head away by Sainchu. Edge of the area, falls to Matt Ritchie. Gives a foot pass into Amaron in the box. He goes out, finds Maximum. Goes past, tries to go past Iheanacho. Nacho blocks him off. No free kick given. Ball. Where's the ball? Fofana got no pass and has to hoof the ball long. Vardy flicks it. But again, play the ball long.
Off time, yeah. We could actually make this game.
Exactly how I'm feeling, mate. Exactly how I'm feeling. Very frustrated. Ball down the line. Nacho loses the ball.
It's like a Southampton game, this. Except but he's got 11 men.
One ball through and Newcastle get the ball down the wing. Willett goes down. One-on-one Sainchu. Holds up his play. Sainchu gets him, plays him. He wants to go to the touchline. He goes to the touchline. He plays one in. Castagne clears. And then Sainchu puts it out for a corner kick.
My God, Cags, man. Cags is struggling again. He done this against... Did Johnny Evans play against Burnley, Tom, or was he injured?
Burnley.
I think he was injured, didn't he?
I think he was injured against Burnley, yeah.
Yeah, so that's when Cags kept making them mistakes, isn't it, at the back?
We're getting hammered. We are, Luke. We are hanging on for dear life. I just hope Rodgers has something to say at half time.
They've come to play there off Newcastle.
They're confident, mate. They got a good point against Liverpool. They got a win against West Ham in the last minute. They I know they lost to Arsenal last time, like 2-0, but they've been on a good bit of form to stay in the league. They were fighting a relegation battle. And they know a win today, that would be all than done. They'll stay in the league. Ball whipped in, free header, 2-0.
For God's sake. Oh my God. How the hell is this
Dave.
even...
Appreciating. Cheers, Dave Gavin, as always, mate.
God. Oh my God.
Richie whipped it in. And
the difference with no...
Fofana's just been outbeat, jumped. He's just been out-jumped. Gets the run, gets the jump, headers past Michael, gets a hand to it, but can only parry it into the roof of the net. 33 gone and 2-0 to Newcastle United, and Leicester City Champions League dream are going down the toilet again.
This is like the Bournemouth game, this, in the second half. Oh my God. Leicester are at this point of the season again. We are at this point of the season where we need to win these games, but you're just throwing it away every time. You got Man United coming up, man. Play like this at Old Trafford, for God's sake. We've got Tottenham coming up and Chelsea as well, Tom.
Game over. We ain't coming back from this. Game done.
Paul Dummett of all players.
Fofana went down too easily. Fofana just been done, and he's but his old school Dummett is he made sure he got the Jeep.
Paul
How
Dummett,
can the game be over 60 minutes to go? Oh, Keith, I just don't know where the goals are coming from, mate, without him changing it. And again, Leicester lose the ball from the back, give the ball away. Newcastle got a 2-0 lead now. They can, if they want to, they can park the bus. They've come and done their job in the first half. I'm going to say it now.
Paul Dummett.
Brendan Rodgers, it's time to step up and earn your cash, kid. Time to step up and earn that money. You've now the manager. You're 2-0 down against the side that have been battling. Nacho finds Maddison. Oh, blocked in the penalty area by Newcastle defender.
Maddison haven't really performed.
Nick fullback down the left-hand side. He comes. 2 in the box. Finds Vardy. Nacho straight to the goalkeeper.
This is frustrating. This.
Well played, Albright. Wins the ball back. Gets it down. Pulls it back. Vardy steps over it. Leaves it for Nacho. First time volley straight at Dubravka, who saves it. Got to do better for me there.
He tries so hard. Albright tries so hard and he gives so much to the team, and it's just, he doesn't get the credit he deserves. Whether we give him a new contract or not, he deserves it for sure.
How crucial was that opportunity for Fana now looking at 1-0 down? He's headed straight to the goalkeeper. If you get the goal, Newcastle's heads drop. So difficult now to coming back into this game.
2-0, my God.
Don't get me wrong, we've seen it and teams have turned things around. Leicester lose the ball again.
Man City just turn it around just like that, don't they, Tom?
Tillemans lose the ball. Maximin plays it forward. Finds Callum Wilson, who's breaking forward towards the box. Iron shoes in him at the back. And Fofana. Fofana gets in and makes the tackle. Well played, Fofana.
What are we, 9 points ahead of Liverpool, Tom, with 3 games to go after this? It's going to it might go down to last game of the season again.
It is a good saying, man. I'm just frustrated, mate. That's all I'm saying. Nothing seems to be going in the net at the moment, really, does it? Best to lose the ball again on the edge of the area.
I just hope we don't chuck it away like last season.
I've got a bad feeling, mate, already, if I'm honest with you. Had it from last weekend against Southampton where we couldn't beat them with 10 men.
Come on now, Leicester, get a goal. We need the goal. Get a goal, yeah. These heads are dropping of Newcastle.
Nacho loses the ball. I haven't given up, Keith. I don't see where, we're 37 minutes in. Newcastle have a goal kick now, by the way. And I don't see where the positive to come from this first half performance, because it's not been good enough for me. For some team sitting in the top 3, Keith, I just don't think this is good enough standard of football. This is a team, for me, we look like a team, as someone put earlier, put a West Brom in us, we'd be could we look like a relegation contender? Hey, Tom, keep the faith, mate. I know, mate, I know. It's just annoying because it's got a hallmark of this all over again from last season, mate, what frustrates me.
It's frustrating.
With you, Tom, getting to this sickening feeling.
Frustrating.
Nicky Moore, you said it a few times, Jack. This game's just like Bournemouth last season. 4 games to go. We hope and we blew it.
Callum Wilson scored then, I think. Did Callum Wilson play for them when we beat them?
He did
last season. Oh yeah, because Cags threw him into the goal, innit?
Mm-hmm.
Cags smacked him one. God's sake.
I mean, if you're the manager now, to everyone, how do you change this? Where do you change it? You've already had to make a change before kickoff. But where do you now change this? How do you change this game?
Who's on the bench?
Let's get it up.
So get Maddison off, innit? I don't know. Perez could change this game. Give Perez a chance. I don't know. Answer his critics. Prove why he's worth £30 million.
So Leicester win a throw. So the bench is Dennis Pratt, Luke Thomas, Iosi Perez, Chessie under, Daddy Ward, Mendy and Marty, Fuchs and Chowdhury. I mean, if you're looking at attacking option, you have literally got Pratt, Perez and under. The rest of it's all defensive.
I'd play Chend. I'd give under a chance, innit?
Never mind change the lads need to, but I just feel we need to change shape because this isn't working.
Come on,
Ball
boys.
in. Tillemans whips it in towards the back post, and did he head it straight against Newcastle, man? Ball falls. Newcastle win it and break. That's not a foul, referee. Behave. He ran straight into Ricardo Pereira there. Ball over the top. Ooh, Casper comes out and clears.
Coming up to 40 minutes, man, and it's just like, oh my days. Oh. I just think we've underestimated Newcastle. I think we underestimated Southampton as well. We've underestimated these teams, and you can't underestimate anybody in this league. Look at Slavia Prague, Tom. We underestimated them in the second leg and the first leg. Oh, we're going to smash them. Yeah, of course we are. It's Leicester City we're talking about. We're not Man City.
He's spot on, mate. The passing again's been shocking. Today's passing is awful.
Get Chengers on. Yeah, get him on. Change
Everyone's playing it. Bring under, bring on under, bring on Perez and under. Maddison just passed sideways and backwards doing my...
Brendan, you should have just gone 4 at the back, innit, and put Fuchs at left back.
Spot on here, mate. Though Newcastle deserve, and they do deserve to be 2-0 up, mate.
Yeah, they do.
They've taken their chance and they've been the better team. They haven't sat back, by the way, and part of the bus. They pressed us high, and that's how. If you look at the first goal, it came from pressing Scientu on the edge of the 18-yard box and losing it. We lost our chance last week against 10-man side. If we can't beat them, how the hell are we going to beat the last 3 teams?
Bring Hamza Chowdhury on to take every Newcastle player out of the game.
He's gone to about 4. Newcastle go towards the box. Will it? Wins a corner. What the hell are we doing? No one switched on.
Chengas, Sionku, Fofana, they look so lost about Johnny Evans. It's just like they rely on one player to be good. Because Johnny Evans just saves their skin every time they go forward. And he's there to protect them, innit, Tom, when, you know what I mean? When they're out of position.
Oh, boys, this is fuming.
Get Cambiasso on the pitch.
Newcastle corner, 41, 42 minutes gone as he's going to take it. Matt Ritchie again, swing it in from the same side where the goal came from all of 15 minutes ago.
This just shows how poor
whipped in, headed away by Ndidi. Mate, massively,
Our home form's so poor this season, my days.
Whips the back post.
The games.
Header, free header. Oh, Fofana gets it away. Another corner.
The teams that we should be beating, we've lost every game against the teams we should be beating in this division, and the teams that we shouldn't be beating, we've beaten. Everton, I don't know, Crystal Palace and that,
7 men.
Palace would beat them, innit?
Johnny Evans didn't look happy either, sitting on the bench. I can imagine why. Not moving the ball quick enough. Too many touches. Brendan has stepped out for 1 touch pass. Boys are going to have to be brave. They've got to be brave. They've got to try and turn this around now.
Do you think we're missing Barnes in that, Tom? Or
you could say we're missing Barnes, but you could turn around and say without Barnes being injured, naturally would never have got a chance. Madison, too many touches in the middle of the park, but then again, he doesn't have an option unless the literally are walking pace.
Come on, Madison, prove Mark wrong.
Madison chips on wide. So Ricardo's now gone to left back, so people know, and Cassagna stayed at right back. We have gone to a back 4. But for me, a little too late.
What we're doing?
Flat back 4.
Come on now, Leicester. Flat back 4.
Cassagna at right back. Ball round the corner. Vardy, edge of the box. Plays it across. Cleared by Newcastle. Too easy. Bread and butter defending there for Newcastle. Low and hard.
Newcastle have played well. I'm not even going to sit here and deny it. Newcastle have outplayed us this first half. We don't see Matic again. We didn't see Matic against Southampton. Even with 10 men they had them, we still didn't seem look like scoring. It just took Johnny Evans to save us getting a point. Come on now, Leicester.
Dave, I think you're spot on, mate. They do want him all. Ricardo whips one in, headed away again by Newcastle. Cags win it back. Madison fires and Diddy. 1 minute to go. Leicester play the ball straight out of play. Poor pass across the park by Ndidi and goes straight out. All Brighton's fuming. He can't even get near the pass. It's that poor.
No, in this game, it'll probably land up 2-2. We'll be all right second half. We'll come back and get 2 goals, Tom. And then we'll act like we deserved a point.
Rodgers does not look happy, mate.
Good.
Rodgers
I'm glad. You know what I mean? Get into a minute, Brendan. You know, they're letting you down.
Ball in the corner, Dean and goal. Body. Oh, he can't get over Jabaka. And then he's gone down in the box, holding his ankle.
I thought you said Chewbacca then, Tom.
Chewbacca. Ball over the top. Maddison nicks it, flicks it over the top. Vardy flicks over the defender. He just can't get it over Jabaka or Chewbacca.
Come on, Chewbacca on Star
That was
Wars.
That was the chance they needed before half time. And unlucky for Vardy, he can't get it over his man. He's tried his best there.
Come on, Leicester. Get one
Albrighton up the
before
line,
half-time.
goes past one, wins a throw. We've already played 30 seconds of the 1 minute add over. I mean, Vardy tries to lob him, but Jabaka just jumps and gets full glove on it, and then catch him by mistake.
Come on, Leicester. Oh. Gotta
What the hell are we playing at? This was our last chance tonight to cement our place in the top four.
That's it. You know, watch Chelsea 2 points behind us, West Ham 5 points, Liverpool 9 points. How many points are Spurs? And Spurs.
Ball whipped in by Albrighton. He can't get past his man. Cleared. Rich will clear this up the line, and that's half time. Half time, Leicester City 0, Newcastle 2, and fully deserved for Newcastle. First goal came from a mistake by Sainchu at the back. Ball was played to him. Tried to do a Cruyff turn for some reason and let it go across himself. Wilson steps in and nicks the ball off him. Because Sainchu then tries to regain his position, but cards, and Wilson taps it into the bottom corner. And then the second goal, well, what can you say? Ball comes in. Fafana's out-jumped by Dummett at the back post and heads it in. Casper can get a hand to it, but I can only parry it in the air. But this has been a very, very rubbish, and I'm not going to deny it, this is awful. Truly garbage performance from Leicester City. Tactics for me, all wrong. Can't pass the ball for Toffee. This is the hallmark of what happened last year when the season collapsed at Bournemouth away. This has got Bournemouth away last season written all over the moment. Brendan Rodgers, it's your time to step up now and do something, because if we turn around and bottle Champions League football again, the fans are going to be not happy. I can tell you that now. It's been a great season so far. Let's not literally ruin it. Let's not ruin this season by not beating Southampton, not beating Newcastle, and having to win against Man U, Chelsea and Tottenham, our final 3 league games, as Phil will come in and take over at half time.
Chaps, I'm going to let you go and take a breather. Tom said it. Exactly. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Jack. It is rubbish. It is absolute rubbish. Thanks to those guys. I'm going to use that word. It is rubbish. That is what I was going to say. What is going on? The passing is woeful. Was anybody else spotted? Of course you've spotted the passing is woeful. It is absolutely terrible. Tom said it as well. Is this Bournemouth away all over again? We want your views. We want your comments. Get them in. That was awful, says Brett. Would be an understatement. If we lose this Champions League place in the FA Cup, I'll lose my shit, says Rob. Not being able to watch your team for over a year and then getting excited about cup final. Listen, it's a cup final on their minds. I don't think it is. I just think, like Tom said, this is like Bournemouth away. What are we doing? Crispy says Brendan better fix his team. Are we really relying that much on Johnny Evans? Anybody else think Soinku's looked a bag of spanners today? Anybody else think Fafana's looked a bag of spanners today? What is going on at the back? Castanier's heading a ball out when right before half-time, when it just a little call and he could have let it go, and he heads it back into the danger zone. It has been bad. Peter knows Leicester. This is always Leicester. We know it. Luke says, shocking, Rodgers will probably leave. He'll probably think he can't take us any further. Listen, let's hope not. We've got to keep a bit of a lid on it. But I am going to say that was rubbish. That first 45 minutes was rubbish. Poor passing. Woeful passing. Absolutely woeful. We want your views. We want your comments. Join the debate as ever. Get them in. I'm going to get as many fans on screen as possible. Rob says, what is going on? We're making Newcastle look like superstars. It's utter crap, says William. Rubbish is an understatement, says Andrew. Backline looks lost without Evans. It does, Ian. What? Just Johnny Evans. Listen, I've said for a while, Johnny Evans made Maguire look like an £85 million player. He's made Soinku look like a world beater, and maybe Fafana. But what is going on? Brett says Brendan needs to go through some teacups at half-time. Hope we can do 3-2. Robert saying, you would not believe we are a week away from a cup final. Maybe, Robert, you would. maybe you would. Maybe nobody wants to get injured. I don't know, but it doesn't look like that. That doesn't explain woeful passing, and that's what we want. Keep getting your views and your comments in. I'm going to get Reedy in here. Jamie's coming. Jamie at half time, mate. Is it that bad, Jamie? You don't normally bother coming in at half time,
It's
Jamie.
terrible. It's terrible. Their minds, you keep saying their minds are not on this final next week. They are. The passing's woeful. They're not putting tackles in. Maddison's doing nothing. He's just running about looking like a bit of a prima donna. They're too slow with the passes. The build-up's too slow. It's too back, side. You won't believe, like you said, won't believe we're a week away from the final. If we play like this next week, well, God help us. Absolutely, God help us.
I said before the game, Reedy. Sorry, Jamie. I said Reedy before the game. 3 points or FA Cup final, and obviously everybody wants the FA Cup next week. We do want that. It's a biggie. 3 points today. I tell you what, financially, 3 points tonight is more important for the club to get to Champions League spots because that is worth 70, 80 million quid.
Yeah, it is. Thing is, when I saw your comment, I just said we've got to go for both. Obviously, we're in the final already. All we need to do is win it. Obviously, I know it's a big ask, but we're already there. All we need to do is just win one game and we're there. Whereas the Champions League, yes, we've got 3 more games, but they're even harder than these now. Yes, Tottenham could be an easy game for us because they are a rubbish team. You all know that. But like I say, today I have to see it in a positive mind. For some reason in my head, I always see it as being a positive. And I think it's the way Newcastle are playing. I don't think the 3 at the back's working for that. Obviously, they're playing 2 strikers. It's going straight through all 3 of our defenders, and we just can't do it. They're doing one free ball all the time. And I think, to be honest, the passing is pathetic. But I do see Maddison putting some good balls in there sometimes. I know his passing's off sometimes, but most of the chances we have had has been because of Maddison's ball.
But
I mean, Reedy.
But Maddison, you're just saying Maddison then. There was a time Leicester broke. Maddison, he did 2 or 3 circles, and then Newcastle had got back. He could have laid the ball off to Vardy straight away and put Vardy in, or at least made the attack. But he didn't. He stopped, and he did 2 or 3 circles, looked for a player, and that was it. Attack. It was just so slow. It's so laboured.
Yeah, like I said, I think a lot of the time he is doing it, but I think some of the balls we put in, it has been due to him. Obviously, I think was it the one where Vardy had that chip right at the end of the half. I think it was because of his ball. We had another one from Kelechi, but we just couldn't do anything with it. But yeah, like I say, everyone's been passing bad. I think the defenders are just having a bad game. I don't know if it is. I have to see it as Newcastle are just pressing us, and we just can't. To be honest, we're just crapping ourselves when they're coming on to us because obviously, like Sunchu tried to hold the ball up. They didn't know he was there, and he came on to us and scored it.
The second goal, there was 4 defenders round. 4 defenders around the goal, the Newcastle player, and only Fofana went for it. It went to the back post. There was what they're defending? Why aren't they thinking about what they're doing? They've got their minds on next week. They have got their minds on next week. I don't care what anyone says. Yeah. They're not thinking about tonight's game.
Tom says he's not having that about Maddison at all. He's been dreadful. The only one decent chance he had, he tried to pass it into the net. Like always, he's a waste of space. Well, listen, Tom's allowed his... Reedy, I'm going to let you go, but Reedy, I'm with you. I still think we can win this. Like, no, I think we can, but boy, we're making it hard for ourselves. And the next goal, Reedy, is the key to this game.
Yeah, it is. Like I said, I don't know why. I always have to see it in a positive mind, and I think the way, like I say, Newcastle are playing, they're just being very, very aggressive. And like I say, we are passing bad, and I think that might be due to that. But I do think if we can get a goal, like I say, that Vardy chance right at the end of that went in, it would have completely different story in the second half. But like I say, we can still do it. But like I say, that's 3 games in a row now. We've been going a goal down to try and come back. And obviously we did it once. We couldn't do it once. Can we do it again today? I don't know. But
Reedy, I'm going to let you go because I've got Mark, Jono and Ross to get in as well. Let's have them in, Reedy. Stick around if you want. Let's get them in. Let's start with Mark. Go on, Mark. We've got to be quite quick. Your views.
Well, my hamsters, he thought he changed his name from Carl to who the is that for? We were just clueless, absolutely clueless. I totally agree with Jamie. I don't know what I think. Their heads are not in this, and I may not be Maddison's biggest fan, but tonight he's just as woeful as he has been for the last 4 games.
Jono, I mean, take us through your take on that first half as quick as you can.
Awful. Very passive. We were not taking it serious. I don't think we were taking it seriously. It's been awful for me. The only way I can see positive is if we get the ball solid at the back and we give more for Vardy and Iheanacho more, but they've been silent. It's just been them just passing through our defence like hot knife through butter, and then them scoring. I suppose Michael made one brilliant save, which he's man of the match for me at the moment for Leicester. But apart from that, we've been awful.
Ross, thanks for joining us. It's been pretty woeful, Ross. What do you want to say?
I mean, I wish we could describe the performance in different ways, but it's not past 9 o'clock yet. But it's, I don't know what was Soyuncu doing for the first goal. We haven't touched on that yet. Soyuncu for their goal, and it's just been. And I agree exactly what Jamie Senior said. It's 2 Jamies. So Jamie Senior said about, he could have fed Vardy in, but no, he decided to dilly-dallying in the middle. What was he doing? Great chance. Vardy could have at least had a chance on target. I thought it was unlucky with Vardy, with Dubravka. I think Dubravka knew exactly what he was going to do. For it.
What, with the lob at the end, Ross?
Yeah, with the lob at the end. But here's the
thing.
It was
a bit obvious how Vardy shaped up for it, wasn't it? That he was going to do that.
You said it a few times. The heads. In my opinion, the heads are definitely for the cup final next week. But another thing as well, the heads are also thinking about Evans. While we're doing the show, Evans was in the team, and then before the game started, he's out of the team. And Evans, exactly right. Evans in that team, Soyuncu and Fofana don't look lost. It's like when your favourite PE teacher's not there for the day, and you've got to deal with a substitute, like a supply teacher, and they look lost. They look, honestly, Soyuncu and Fofana look very lost tonight.
But the same thing could have happened if Johnny Evans had gone on and got sent off in the first 2 minutes. Would have been in the same. Would have been in the same crap. Only we'd have had 10 men, not 11.
100%. And I hope Rodgers does give him a good rocket up their arse at half time, because at the minute, the way it's going to go down, it could be a repeat of Bournemouth.
Well, that's the key thing. Look, I'm going to come back to Reedy because I'm positive about this second half, and I've said to you, next goal is key. I'm just pleased, Reedy. It's only 2-0 at half time. That for me is, I'll take that, draw a line under it, and let's see a different Leicester come out.
Like I said, I know we're playing bad, and I know our passing's been awful. But like I said, yes, Johnny Evans is out, and it does seem a bit of a coincidence why he's come out, and now our defence is going to crap. But like I said, I'm trying to be positive. I think this might have been Rodgers just kind of trying this tactic might have tried to work, but obviously it's not. It might be his decision to do this, and it might have not worked for him. So now he has to go into the changing rooms and actually see if he can change it. Because you never know it. This could be his plan.
Reedy, Ross, Jono, I've got to let you go, Mark, because it's time to get Jack and Tom back in. So thanks, guys. Let them all go. Hopefully come back and join us at full time when we win. Tom, are you ready to come back in? He is, and Jack as well. Listen, just before I go, Tom, obviously second half soon to kick off. Tom, you're Brendan Rodgers. What do you do?
I just don't know, mate. I think Brendan looked lost, if I'm honest, when you looked at him at half time. What can you say? I mean, what can you say to the team who are third in the Premier League playing that poorly? Then for the second week in a row. Come on, lads. You could do better. For me, I'll be chucking teacups around the dressing room. Neil Warnock fashion, pulling people out. Soyuncu, why the hell are you doing a Cruyff turn on the 18-yard line against a team who you've already seen are pressing from the front? Do something, what silly mistake to make. There's silly mistakes, mate. And this is what cost us last year. And it's going to cost us again at the moment, because I'm sorry, mate. This is awful. This is garbage. That's the worst time for football all season for me.
I mean, Jack, for me, again, second half about to kick off. This is where we need leaders on the pitch. We need somebody to step up.
We ain't got no experience on the pitch. I think, Evans is the man that leads the team from the back to the front. I know Tom's got quickly on holiday now to go and put his feet up because of the first half. He needs a break after it. So
Come on, guys, listen. Before I go, I still think we can win this. I think it's going to be a great 3-2 Leicester win. So come back and join me at full time. But stick around and hopefully enjoy Tom and Jack getting absolutely super psyched with 3 Leicester goals. I'll see you at full time, guys.
I want to know what's Phil been drinking or smoking, if I'm honest with you.
Come on, we can do it. We can do this, Tom. We can do it.
Oh, Phil.
We can do it. Listen, you hear it here. I say we're going to win this 3-2 today. Come back at full time. We're going to win 3-2. Trust me. See ya.
Phil, you said we're going to be 9-0 up at half time against Southampton last week. Remember that one? Phil's laughing in the background there, and he remembers. We just get off the old beach and get back to the KP. There we go.
Quick holiday time, quick break.
I needed it after that first half performance. Well, what can you say? Phil said it, we're going to win 3-2 in the second half. All get your bets on now. I'm not sure what the odds will be in that second half, but as it stands, Leicester are playing an extra game. We're on 63 points. Chelsea have played a game less on 61. Then will come West Ham a game less on 58. Tottenham 56, and Liverpool, who have played 2 games less than us, on 54.
So
and
Tottenham 7 points.
You know, and if you're West Ham, Tottenham, and Liverpool tonight, so far you're rubbing your hands together, going, Leicester are bottling this, and where do they? You know, how are they going to change this around?
Brendan Rodgers needs a right to get rockets up their arse, isn't it?
I mean, I just hope, like you say, that Brendan's not just gone in there and going, keep going, boys. You know, that's what I just hope, because for me, that's not going to do anything.
So the second half just kicked off then, Tom.
Yeah, we're underway second half. Leicester attacking the Kop, 2 goals down, and got to get an early goal. Leicester play the ball around the corner. Ooh, tried to play Ricardo.
Come on now, boys.
There we go. Someone has it. If you really want it, there we go. I was asked to put it on, so I'll put it on.
Come on, boys.
It was hanging around. There we go. And I say, well, it's all in your hands, Leicester, now. All in your hands. Need a massive, massive second half performance here to put the cat amongst the pigeons, you know, and try and keep the pressure on everyone else to catch us. Tillemans into Nacho. I mean, look, Newcastle now are sitting deep and are parking that yellow brick road, as we'll call it. They are parking the yellow wall, and then they're happy. They're 2-0 up. They've done their job in the first half. Leicester, well, Leicester were on the beach for me, and maybe they've got one eye on the cup final already and don't want to get injuries and stuff, but do you really want to know for the team who bottled it twice? It's 2 seasons in a row.
We're playing how Newcastle have been playing this season, and they're playing how we've been playing.
Andy calls it right. This game could be worth the 70 million to us. That's the difference from keeping the likes of Fafana, Tillemans, Maddison, and losing them to teams who are in the Champions League.
That's it. They want Champions League football, isn't it? And if Leicester ain't to get that this season, who's going to want to come? Because I can't see Gosens leaving Atalanta for Leicester if they're going to be in the Europa League again.
Sure, mate, you're spot on there, because I wish I was on the fly more. Ball to the post. Maddison flick header straight over the crossbar. Better than Leicester. Maddison couldn't really do more than what he did, and he tried to flick it, but I think he smashed himself in the nose from Monster. He's holding it. Clips one into the box. Yeah, he actually gets it full on his face in the flick. He doesn't flick it off his head. I think he smashed it. No, he takes one into the face. That's why someone goes to the back of him.
If Newcastle win this, aren't West Brom and Fulham down?
Possibly, yeah. If we are the new Spurs, though, mate.
I won't compare us to them. We don't finish third in a 2-horse race. We need some determination somewhere, some fight, you know. They use the term foxes never quit, you know, but how many times we gave up in the past?
I haven't seen. The thing is today, mate, I don't see any. There's no fight in there. I just don't see that, fight and determination to someone to grab this game by the scruff of the neck. Oh, come on, Jabraka.
Come on now, Leicester, man. Tap this team, innit?
Jabraka's there just used up a full minute for taking a goal kick, ref,
Offside.
all over the top. Flag goes up.
I've not seen anything of Vardy, Tommy, but these last couple of games.
The thing is, we can talk about Nacho and Vardy, but they've not really had that many chances in the game. I mean, we could talk about Nacho, Vardy, what can he do? But the ball was sitting up for him. He had no other option where it was that he had to flick it over the goalkeeper's head. Nacho, look, he's hit the target, mate. That's all you can do with a volley from where he was. But Vardy handballs it.
Just getting away these needless free kicks.
There you go, look. So Maximum turns it 1, 2, 3. And then can't even win the ball back when he gives it away.
Newcastle don't think they're going to keep him in the summer, Tom. They think the bigger clubs are going to come calling.
Oh, mate, he'll go somewhere big in the summer, Maximum. The only thing that worries, mate, is another one who's got a very, very big injury list. He's had quite a few games this season where he's had to go off. Nacho turns. Oh, he can't turn his man.
Stephen Clements at Newcastle. Who would have thought?
What season was he with? I was going to say, what season was it with us? It was the season we got relegated, weren't it?
Yeah, Stephen Clements. Yeah,
to League One. Yeah,
and he was
club captain. Coming and be club captain. I was going to say, came in as club captain, and then he left the season we got relegated, and he didn't stay on with Pearson in League One.
I don't know where I think he landed up at Hull after that.
Because Matt Oakley was captain, wasn't he, in League One? Ball whipped over the top, Vardy in behind. Again, he's got no angle. Played towards the back post, but it's straight up in the end. Jabraka, or Shoebacker as we'll call him, catch the ball. I agree with him there, Jay. This is spot on. Vardy has not been the same since his hernia operation. I think he was brought back way too quickly. I totally agree with you, mate. I've said it before. This season, I think, and not just Vardy, I think if you ask any of the teams who've had injuries, they've rushed players to get back because no one's got big enough squads to cope with the amount of games.
17th, so these don't.
Oh, mate, Newcastle have been outstanding tonight.
They're not play like they're 17th in the table, though, do they? No, West Brom do.
No. West Brom are awful, mate.
Come on, Leicester, man. Get out early goal and we could get some out of this game.
They look very full of any ambition or ideas of what to do other than somehow move the ball in other directions. It's mine. It is. Leicester go wide and find Zainchu coming down the left. He goes to Albright. Albright's going to take one touch. Plays it into the box, and Diddy plays it up in the air. Takes the flex straight into the Bracker's hands.
Come on, Leicester, man. Take the fight to Newcastle, innit? Like, Steve Bruce ain't even that good of a manager. Newcastle run about though yesterday. Like he's not even a Premier League manager. He even said he's like a Championship manager. That's why he's managed Championship clubs.
Oh, Andy Meadows, we should have kept Ryan Bennett.
You were crap at all.
We're not brave with the passing. Rodgers is saying keep the ball to basically stop them scoring on the counter. Yeah, he is, but that's the way we play. Pass. But we're not moving the ball quick enough.
Come on, Leicester.
Again, I mean, look, Leicester move the ball wide. Madison finds Cassagna.
Come on now.
Cassagna goes forward, looks for the 1-2 with Ricky P. I mean, again, have we changed shape again because Ricardo and Ricky are on the same side? Cassagna are both on the same side.
I'll take Madison off.
So I don't know if we're going back to a back three now. Ball to the bottom, towards the back post, looking for Albrighton. He takes a touch, goes backwards, find Madison. Madison into Iheanacho, back to Madison, edge of the area. Ball whipped in. Ricardo's in the box. Ricardo can't get anywhere near it.
I'll tell you what,
free kick to Leicester. Edge of the area, Tillemans go down, free kick Leicester. Sorry, mate.
If we bring Madison off here, you could play a midfield four of Albrighton, Cengiz under, Tillemans and Dide, back four, Ricardo and Castagna as wing backs, and then play Vardy and Iheanacho, and then see if that works. Because Maddison, he ain't been in the game, and his COVID-5 thing, his ego gets ahead of his football. Maddison could be fantastic, at times. Yeah, it's just his head's always elsewhere.
Maddison stands over this free kick. 53 minutes played.
Come on, deliver, Maddison.
Well, he scored from there a few times. He scored against Burnley. He scored against Huddersfield at home, if I remember rightly.
Proved Mark wrong.
Test the goalkeeper. That's all I ask in this situation is test the goalkeeper. Make him have to think.
Come on.
Maddison over the wall, deflected and wide. Corner kick.
Come on now, Leicester.
It was close.
Get up.
That had Debraka scrambling.
Come on, Phil wants three.
Over the wall.
3 goals in this.
It takes a double deflection. It hits one of the Newcastle players, bounces off his end, bounces off another head and goes out.
Phil said we're going to get 3 goals, let's see.
Ball whipped in towards the back post. And did he? Oh, he's headed it wide. Free header at the back post. And Diddy makes the space. Does his man. Free back post. And he headers it wide, down and wide of the post.
I think against Crystal Palace we only turned up the last 20 minutes.
First touches outfield player, Vardy 15th.
Come on, Leicester now. Prove to Newcastle why the 17th place and you're 3rd.
My mate's a Newcastle fan just texted me again. This is very unexpected. Can't spell the bloke who's defending, but he's having a nightmare at the back for you boys.
They weren't even expecting nothing out this game. They said about 3 or 4.
Oh, mate, he texted me earlier. He thought this would be a comfortable win tonight for Leicester. He didn't expect us to come out and play this poor. Leicester hoof along. Can't win anything. Leicester get the ball back. Maddison gives the ball again. I don't know how many times. Vardy. Albright then looks for the switch, and Brendan's getting more frustrated on the touchline as the game goes on because the balls are wayward. The passes is awful. Richie whips one in. Casper catches. Lovely little catch.
Come on now, Leicester. Get forward quicker. Let's go.
Brendan changed something. This isn't working.
Oh, it's going to be an...
All in behind. Vardy. Oh, that's a shocking tackle. That's got to be the first yellow card of the game, and it will be. But it's a 1-2 from Albright to Vardy. Sets Vardy away. Vardy's done him. And I think he's gone. It's a lovely 1-2. You know he's done him. He's done him all. And up, Vardy's gone. Dives him. Tackles Vardy. Free kick. Yellow card.
Imagine if they get a red card, Tom. It could actually change the game. Newcastle don't defend well with 10 men, do they? Like last season.
Who's it? Emil Kafers with the yellow card. Kafers?
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, first yellow card after 56 minutes.
So we've got half an hour to score 3 goals.
We're knocking on the door. When it opens, they will crumble. I hope, mate.
Apple crumble.
We've got to get a goal soon, though, mate. Really. If they want to get something from this game. Tillemans whips one to that post. Headed away by Newcastle. Pereira heads it back in. Sancho under the ball. Goes down. He's looking for a penalty. Nacho shoots over the crossbar.
God's sake.
Free kick to Newcastle.
Oh, my God. We need to be better than this. You put so much pressure on that Newcastle defence, and they make mistakes. Look at them against Arsenal, a poor Arsenal side, and Arsenal just beat them with 2 goals. It happens, If Leicester can do the same, they'll crumble, but they don't see just holding their own at the minute. Would you say Mielewski will get back into the Leicester team? We need someone big, lanky up front. Get Joa back in the team.
That's for me my biggest thing, mate. Not saying he's here and you've got Soleimani's gone, but there's no plan B. I'm sorry, it's all right. Plan B, it's all right saying plan A doesn't work, keep playing plan A. But against teams like this, to me, this is where you need someone up front to be knocking the ball down. Look, the Champions League quarter-final against Atletico, second half, that's all we did. We went 5 at the back and just kept smashing it forward to Leonardo and Joe, and we got a goal from it eventually,
Come on,
and then we put Atletico Madrid under pressure. But again, we keep playing this passive football, and at times I just feel it's so easy to read what we're doing. Ball goes
Come
wide
on,
again.
boys.
It's a wayward pass, and by the point of getting it to Albrighton, who then whipped one in on his right and headed away again because it's so predictable. Albrighton on the left cuts inside and whips it in. Newcastle head it away. It's been the whole game. Newcastle are waiting for the ball because it's bread and butter defending.
Supposed to go
You've
along the
got to
floor
do-
against them defenders.
You've got to do more than just whip a ball in. Oh, Leicester give the ball away, but Tielemans steps in and gets it back. Ricardo Pereira.
Come on now,
Standing.
Leicester. Knock on that door.
Got to break the door down. Ball chip forward, looking for Nacho, and he can't find it. Runs through to Debraka.
My days. Sums us up tonight, didn't it, Tom?
It's just too easy, mate. It's too easy. Even Rodgers is saying it. That, we're losing everything midfield. Mate, he's calling someone back, and I think Perez might be coming on.
Oh, bring Under on, man. We need a winger on the pitch. Don't bring Perez on. Get Under on.
Do you not feel, and I'll ask it to everyone out there, but that we are so predictable with Albrighton. No offence, I love Albrighton. He's brilliant. But on the left-hand side, it is too predictable that he has to cut back.
Best crosser of the ball, but apart from that.
But against a team like Newcastle with the back four the size they are, and against our strike forward, it's bread and butter defending, mate. It's too easy for me. Oh, they're just going to whip it in. Whipping a ball in that way is a lot easier to defend than having a ball that's coming around the side of you, for me. If you're trying to defend a ball that's coming in from the flanks, what's being whipped away from the goalkeeper, then having a ball that's being bent in on the goalkeeper, it's straight onto a defender's head.
Don't Albrighton would be good, if we had someone like a Joe up front, innit? Someone big up front. That's where Joe used to score most of his goals, isn't it? Albrighton, like bang, straight on his head. See you, mate. He even scored goals against Newcastle, man. How many goals did he get against them? Quite a lot.
3, yeah, 3. He scored in the season we won the he scored in the relegation season when we had to win.
Season.
Yeah, the Champions winning season at home and away.
Yeah. See what I mean? And then we got rid of him.
Maddison, nice ball around the corner, but it's going backwards as usual at the moment. And that's not just Maddison, that's everyone seems to be going backwards. Albrighton with the ball, and he's going to have to go right-footed down the line, chips it, finds Vardy. Vardy takes a touch. It just bobbles off his knee and goes out for a throw. Nothing will fall for Jamie Vardy at the moment. Feel sorry for that.
I think the only one who changed the strike force at Leicester this summer would be Ivan Toney from Brentford. Look how big the guy is, man. Look how tall he is.
I like him a lot.
Better as he does for them. And his penalty
Abraham.
it just walks up to
Someone who's scored, 30 goals in the Championship, it's got to be worth a gamble for me. Like Ollie Watkins was. I'm not having all this talk of Eduardo from Celtic, mate. I'm sorry. I just think wasting money for a striker. I watched him the other week against Rangers, mate, and he looked absolute awful. He didn't look anything special to me.
Did he score?
Scored a goal, scored a header. Well, when I say header, it was a ball into the box and he misheaded it and it hit his shoulder and went in. I'm not going to turn around and say it was a great. Ivan, why is Evans out? He went off. Oh, sorry, Liam Ward. We need Huth back.
I loved Hoofy at the back. Didn't care.
Why is Evans out? Evans pulled something in the warm-up, his foot or his ankle. Albrighton keeps the ball somehow, goes back, finds Sainchu at the back.
Come on now, Leicester, man. We've got over what? We're just under 29 minutes.
Yeah. 28 to go in this game, and Leicester are still 2-0, as you can see on the old scoreboard.
Come on, boys.
And as it stands, they're putting everyone in the league below them, rubbing their hands into Vardy. Vardy has the ball, plays it to Nacho. But it's an awful ball in the air, Vards. I don't get when you're getting the ball on the 18-yard line and trying to chip it over the back four, what you're expecting to, even if Nacho gets in there to do, because he's got to take a touch or he's going to have to score an absolute worldie. And Leicester will go for it now and have to. And Diddy comes off and Perez goes on.
Indeed, man.
This is either going two ways. We're going to either go for it or we're going to get picked off on their counter-attack.
2 central attacking midfielders on either side then are the strikers.
Yeah, but at least Tielemans now doing the job of the holder midfielder and you lose that threat for me. I know you've got to go for it, mate, but...
I would have brought Under on for me. Under for Maddison.
and pushed him wide and pushed Ricky P further forward if you have to, if you're going to keep him like this.
That's it.
I mean, Newcastle haven't caused us any problems in this second half. Watch me eat my words now for saying that.
Yeah, Tom,
But-
shush. Come on, Leicester, man. Don't let us down.
I mean, Leicester are pushing forward, but I don't.
Phil wants 3
Big-
goals, yeah, so make it happen.
Phil won their ticket for Wembley and he got it.
He was moaning as well. He ain't going to get one. He just somehow pulls it out of the back.
There we go. There we go. First ball round the corner. Callum Wilson in on goal. Throw on goal. Round to Kasper Schmeichel. 3-0 to Newcastle. What did I just turn around and say would happen? Game over. Season's fault goes sinking quicker than the Titanic.
Oh, my God, man.
What did I just say? By taking Ndidi off, you've just lost
You
the
just
whole
said,
entrance of that midfield.
You just
because
said
Tillemans, you're now going to be picked
Tillemans
off.
ain't a centre defensive midfielder either.
Madison plays the ball in. Pereira takes a poor touch and loses it. First time ball. Castagna round Castagna. Castagna slides in. Well, can't get enough weight on the back pass. Callum Wilson comes in, knocks it around Kasper and scores. 3-0
Oh, my God.
to Newcastle. 3 points to Newcastle. What will all see them safe for another season in the Premier League. And Leicester City's Champions League ambitions are hanging in a thread once again. After the
Why do we always lose against teams at the bottom, innit?
After a poor first half, poor second half. Steve Bruce celebrates, and well,
that's kept him in a job for next season as well. So good luck, Newcastle, with that one again. Because they want rid of him, don't they, Tom? Steve Bruce at Newcastle. They don't even want him at there. So, it keeps him in a job for next season now. He's kept him up. Mark Ashley will keep hold of him.
Newcastle through again. Newcastle heading towards the end of the box. Plays in Maximum. Maxim plays it back to the edge of the area. Oh, Perez picks it up.
3-0, man. What the hell? Phil wanted 3 goals to Leicester, but it's gone for 3 goals for Newcastle.
Madison edge of the area.
Get Maddison off, man. Oh my days, he's done nothing these last couple of games since he's come back. He didn't really do much in the cup semi-finals, Tom, to be honest. He's trying too hard.
By stadium, Leicester King Power 55, Old Trafford 55, Etihad 52, St James's Park 51. Madison, Albrighton comes forward, switch the play, finds Perez, goes down the right and into the box, goes down, no free kick, no penalty, nothing, because it's not. Almiron then does him all. Almiron does him easy, and Perez gives a silly foul away. Absolutely ridiculous, Perez. What are we doing there? He's going nowhere. He's coming out of the box. He's waiting for you to touch him on the shoulder and catch him. Even Darren England, the referee, is shaking head to say what a stupid thing to do.
Jose Perez.
Boys.
£30 million as well. Oh my days.
This season is falling apart.
They're going about Musa being a waste of money here. So is Perez. It's like buying Perez from Sports Direct, yeah, and you've ripped the trainer yourself, yeah, and they won't give you a return.
Good game for the chairman to pity. Yeah, spot on, Danny. Said it before. What do the lads need? Chairman's here today, lads. Let's put a performance in. Freaking hell, we're still on the, are we still on? Are we on the bus, or are we still at the training ground or something, lads? Because
no, they're waiting for Chelsea at Wembley, Tom.
Mate, you got Man United on Tuesday.
You watch, they'll turn up next week. It'd be typical Leicester to turn up against Chelsea and beat them, innit?
Do we really want to finish the season by dropping out the Champions League and winning an FA Cup? I mean, the whole point of the season is where you finish after 38 games. And once again, all season we've been in the top 4 and we're going to blow it on the last few games. We could. Not saying it will. It could happen, though. And the way it's going, this is what we did last season. Got Bournemouth all over. Nacho skins his man. Referee plays advantage. Nacho edge of the area, takes a touch, shoots, deflected Albrighton onto the left-hand side. Cuts inside. It's so obvious, Mark, where you're going.
Come on.
Love you, Albrighton, but because you're Tillemans head to head, just shoots, deflected back.
Oh, my God. Come on, Leicester now.
But it was so easy for the Newcastle defender because he knew exactly where Albrighton was going. He was going inside. He was going onto his right foot. Albrighton onto the right-hand side now. Pulls it back.
Come on, boys.
Shoots! Oh, the Braxford tipped over the crossbar.
Oh, my God. Everyone just wants the FA Cup, don't they, Tom? Leicester fans. They're not bothered about the top four, are they? I want the top four because Champions League brings in a lot of money for the club and stuff like that. So, I prefer Champions League. Yeah, I'd love the FA Cup, but
Leicester make the second change. Off comes Ricardo Pereira after 68 minutes, and on comes Luke Thomas.
Why?
Well,
get mad at
He's fitness, mate. For me, I think it's fitness. Tillemans takes the corner. For me, turning point of this game was at 1-0 when Fofana heads the ball straight into the goalkeeper's hands, like he's just done.
So poor. Oh, Brendan.
Where's Loxall? Good luck, charm. Well, Lox's internet's packed in, so blame Richard Branson because his Virgin's down. This is woeful.
Richard Branson.
The only reason I think, mate, is that fitness, but again, it's a strange one when you're 3-0 down to bring on a fullback. Why not bring on what you just said?
Some fans were comparing Luke Thomas to Ben Chilwell. Oh, he's got all this pace and can't even defend.
Oh.
This is dreadful, Liz.
Like I say, West Ham could be 2 points behind, mate, tomorrow after they win.
They've got Everton, isn't it? Is it the London Stadium, is it?
Yeah. And like I say, Chelsea beat Man City, then they'll go above us and we'll go into fourth.
This is what you get. This is what some fans get you for looking behind us and thinking other teams were expected to lose. Leicester need to get their own points and focus on their own games, not everybody else's. I'm regretting saying we would win 3-2. Probably score 4 goals in 10 minutes, though, in Leicester. Be typical Leicester to do
Ball
that.
whips in towards the back post. Vardy's coming in, heads it back across goal. Oh, Nacho can't get near it. It's a lovely ball, but I'll say, what a ball by Sainchi there, by the way, with his left foot. Lovely ball towards the back post.
Come on, boys.
Where's the urgency, boys? We're 3-0 down. Nacho shoots on the edge of the area. But again, I don't think he had any option because no one's moving. Pass, move. It ain't rocket science football, lads. And Nacho gives a free kick away and he'll get a yellow card here as he dives in on Almiron. Tillemans, you can say what on your ref, mate, but this is shocking. 20 minutes to go. In a game that meant so much before kick-off for getting Champions League football and absolutely thrown it away, this performance. Credit to Newcastle who've been outstanding tonight, but friggin' hell, we've gifted them 2 goals in this game.
Couldn't agree more. Newcastle have come here tonight and fully credit to them. They've been very good, Tom. These 2 games, what we've played, Leicester fans expected 6 points, and we've got 1 point out of 6.
As they go to the picture of champions in England, you may just sing that of a show. Oh, God rest your soul, kids, because what you'd be making this performance, I don't think you'd be very impressed tonight. As they went to Top, Top was tapping on his phone. Oh, mate, I don't think Top will be impressed.
No.
And I hope that, they know that. And I think they will know that, because I wouldn't be surprised if Top didn't see the boys after the game tonight.
Who's Tottenham got this weekend, Tom?
Leeds United at Ellen Road.
Leeds are one to blow hot and cold, aren't they, this season? Beat some teams and lose to others like Brighton.
Maximum comes forward, edge of the area, plays it out to Almiron, takes a touch. He's looking for a foul.
Come on. Do you know what, Leicester? Forget about Wembley for the next game. Go and beat Man United, innit? I know you're not. But, it's typical Leicester to go and beat teams like Man United, isn't it, Tom? And then lose to these teams like Newcastle.
Well, they've got to play 10 times better than this.
Oh, yeah.
John Josh Shelby just walks past Tillemans.
Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, players like that. Oh.
Ball into box. Callum Wilson for a hat-trick. Off the post. And in. 4-0 to Newcastle.
God's sake. Oh, my days, Leicester.
Too easy. Ball
Four
going to the edge area. Big
pissing
points where
me
he
off.
wants it. Runs in behind for Fafana. Clips the post. Comes back to him. Left foot in. Slots in into an empty net.
Four
Leicester
pissing
City
me off.
0. Newcastle United 4. And Leicester City season is falling apart once again. You can sit here and say I'm being negative, but this is the type of performance where it's a soul destroying on the team.
This is disgraceful, Tom. This is embarrassing. This is
And
embarrassing. This.
I'm not even sitting and having this because Johnny Evans isn't playing. This is
Yeah,
embarrassing.
exactly.
These are professional footballers and they can't play against a team of 17.
You can't blame it on just because one player ain't playing. You know what I mean, Tom? You know, oh yeah, but Johnny Evans ain't playing. Oh, he's injured. It ain't about Johnny Evans. You've still got 11 players out there who should be doing a job. But these fans are going to use the excuses. Oh yeah, but they're focusing on Wembley. No, at the end of the day, you've got to go and beat teams like Newcastle. Last Friday was the same against Southampton.
Wembley means nothing at the moment.
No, it don't. We've got to
Shouldn't
get
even
the
think
points
about
on
it.
the board in the Premier League before thinking about that. Disgraceful, Leicester. Utter embarrassing. Should be ashamed of yourselves tonight. Utter disgust, man. If fans were there tonight, yeah, they'd be embarrassed by you, innit? And they'd be booing and everything. Utter disappointment. 4-0 against a team who's 17th place in the pissing table. Oh, my days. And Newcastle fans said, oh, yeah, we're going to lose 4-0 to Leicester. Well, you're 4-0 up against us, mate, you know. Let's turn the tables.
Oh, as Jack drops out. I don't blame him, if I'm honest with you. So true. Seriously, thought we'd have started. The thing is, mate, we're 4-0 down, and this is not doing us any favours on our goal difference, is it really? 4 goals conceded tonight. Oh. I apologise for going quiet, but I'm absolutely gobsmacked that how poor performance this really has been tonight for me. Just how poor. I mean, where does that leave us on goal difference now? 18. Chelsea 22, West Ham 11, Spurs 22, Liverpool 16 on goal differences. You know, this is shocking. So glad I never brought an FA Cup. Oh, look, Newcastle. I mean, come on. Jamie, Leicester. Oh, God. Leicester make the change. Off comes Maddison. And on comes the goal threat of Pepe Mendy. Need a goal. Let's bring on a defensive midfielder. I know. Oh, Jackie there.
What? This is mad, Tom, man. Papi Mendy of all people.
Need a goal. Let's bring on Pepe
My
Mendy.
God, man. It's irritating. Like, you know what I mean? You're bringing on players. So players, the wrong players, yeah. Pereira should have stayed on. You know what I mean? Luke Thomas is on the pitch. Perez is on the pitch. Mendy's on the pitch. You're bringing Ndidi off. Brendan, man, what are you doing tonight? This is like up a well sort of tactic. Oh dear. Oh. I went missing, yeah, because Gray started calling me on Facebook.
He knows you're doing this as well.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's like went off. I was like, what?
Do you know what? I think there's only one thing to do. Crack another can open. Cheers, guys.
Go on, Tom. Go on, Tom.
Ball clipped to the back post. Tielemans takes a touch. Oh, over the crossbar it goes.
It's annoying. This is annoying, this. Ooh. What do you do, Tom, if you're Brendan?
We can get the boys in tomorrow morning, sort what's I'm going to say now, I don't swear often here, sort this shit out.
It keeps ringing.
Let's get them in tomorrow and sort whatever shit needs to be sorted out and get it sorted. But this can't happen.
This is disgusting.
Can
This
never
is the
happen.
This is the worst performance of the season, Tom.
Well, you're staying up. Fair play to you, mate. I'm over the moon you're staying up because, do you know what? It's a great knockout.
Go Spurs. Piss off. I don't care. Don't bring up Spurs. Do you know what I mean?
I enjoy Rodgers the nearly man.
Gray keeps ringing me.
I don't get why Gray. You can't answer the phone and be on here as well, mate. Stop ringing him. Oh, ball to the boards. Thomas down this left-hand side takes a Dutch. Goes back to his left foot. Whips one in across the floor. Vardy edge of the area. Pulls it back. Leaves it. Albrighton. Goal! 4-1. Mark Albrighton pulls one back. Don't know why I got excited. A long way to go now. Jack, I can't hear you, mate. Vardy finds a corner. Pulls it edge of the area. Albrighton with a thunderbolt. And with 10 minutes to go, Leicester pull one back, and it's Leicester City 1. Newcastle 4. Don't even bother to play the game. Too little, too late. I think it might be, mate. Scoreless better. Well, it's better for a goal difference. Jack, I can't. Well, there's no point because you're mucking up his thing when you're calling him, mate. He's trying to do the watch along. Oh, boys. Cheers, Fee. Thanks. Bloody hell. It's all down to Boron, isn't it? Hey, mate.
I'm back now, isn't it? Back again.
Oh, okay. Appreciate your excitement, Tom, but it was literally like nothing. I know.
I remember that time when Chilwell scored and we were like 6 goals down to fucking Tottenham.
Oh, God, don't go that one. Can't, can it?
Imagine if Leicester had scored 3 goals now. Oh, my days. We should have brought, if he's going to bring like Mendy off, yeah. Mendy on and Wilfred Ndidi off, bring Mendy on, innit? Don't sit there and bring Perez on.
Yeah, for the history.
This is a real bad game, this. But like Jamie says, you know what I mean? People going about bad day at the office. How many bad day at the office is he going to have, Tom?
I think you may go look through the season, you know, the West Ham performance. The thing is that these aren't
performances, yeah.
Do you know what, mate? You know, it's all right losing a game where 1 or 2 players don't turn up and, you know, things happen. But how many games this season where it's been a team? The team
Not the
haven't
whole
turned
team.
up.
The Everton game at home.
Everton at home, the whole team didn't turn up.
West
Fulham at
Ham.
home, the whole team didn't turn up. West Ham at home, the whole team didn't turn up. Aston Villa, we lost in the last minute, but it was a very poor performance. The whole team didn't turn up. You know, there's too many occasions. You know, so I was saying 1 or 2. Vardy into the box, pulls it back, shoots. Oh, and it goes wide of the post.
I guess the only good thing out of this game, Tommy, to go. Oh my God.
Newcastle bring on their £40 million striker, Joe Linton. And off will come the dangerous St Maximin, who's had not a bad game tonight. He's ran out of the time, he's caused us problems. Off goes the Frenchman and on comes the Brazilian.
You have to give credit to their front three tonight, Tom. St. Maximan, Wilson, Almiron,
Causes
Richie.
problems, mate. But
Newcastle have been fantastic tonight. Credit to them.
They have, mate. But we've been on making our own downfall in some ways with some of the goals.
Yeah.
The first goal's not good enough for me. I'm sorry. Someone who's played enough games. Second goal, look, we all know corners can be hit and miss where they go. But for the last two goals, a simple ball round the corner for the third, and Timmy Cassani can't get enough weight on his back pass. And then the last goal, I mean, what are we doing there? Why are we letting him point? He's pointing where he wants it. And Sorenchu's standing there, letting him run off of Fafana around the back of him. And we're not even reacting to it. That's my biggest concern.
Someone's just said goal Linton. So they clearly think like Joe Linton's going to score. It'd be typical Leicester if Joe Linton scored. We always let the poorest of strikers score against us. Get Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson always scores against Leicester. He did for Bournemouth. He's a good player. He's just like Danny Ings, but gets injured. But he's a real good striker.
Get these spammers out.
That's all they have to go on about their season.
Yeah.
Newcastle.
Don't worry about them. Because there's only one Mike Ashley, one Mike Ashley. There's only one Mike Ashley. That's all you got to say to Newcastle fans. You keep your Mike Ashley.
Enjoying Steve Bruce as a manager next season.
Because Mike Ashley's going nowhere, kids. He's going nowhere.
Yeah, what more money for this takeover, Tom? They'll think it's happening, then he'll say, I want an extra £2 million or something. Come on, Leicester.
Perez shoots, deflected. Back out. Perez keeps the ball. Cuts into the box. Go past one. Go past two. Into the box. Cleared for another corner.
Come on. 85 played. 5 minutes to go.
Corner taken quick. Back to
Leicester
Mendy.
61.
Oh, Mendy's standing on it. Now finds Albright. One touch. Right footed whips into the near post. Headed away. Falls to Pape Mendy again. Come on, Magic.
Come on. Oh, this game. I did say to that Newcastle fan yesterday.
Will shut yourself.
They have a good record in at the King Power. Newcastle, do you know? They've got a good record at the King Power. They beat us more times at the King Power than they beat us at St James's Park. Get Callum Wilson. Jog on, mate.
Ball to Kalichi, edge of the area, cut past one, cuts past two, shoots, goal! Another one pulled back, 4 minutes to go. Kalichi and Nacho makes it 4-2 Newcastle.
4-2.
Pick the ball up on the left, on the right hand side. Pick the ball up, ran at his man, cut inside, a bit like against Sheffield United, and thunderbolts into the bottom corner.
Wouldn't it be typical Leicester, Tom, if they got 2 more goals?
Oh, don't, mate.
Imagine that.
And at 86 played, it's Leicester City 2, Newcastle 4.
Now they brought off their 2 best players, and look at the difference now, Tom, in how they play.
Oh, mate, massive.
That they just can rely on 2 players, Newcastle, Callum Wilson and St Maximan. Yeah, about them 2 in the team. They fold like a cardboard box.
I like that. Oh, we've got his Perez hat trick.
87 played.
Another goal for Nacho, though, mate. Another goal for Nacho. Mendy wins the ball back off Joe Linton, who just falls to the floor. 40 million for that. Yeah.
40 million quid for a statue. Come on, let's get a third. Come on, boys.
Ball now. Come on, boys. These will crumble. Another goal and they'll crumble. Sanya chips one forward looking for Nacho. Goes over his head.
Boys.
Timmins tries to win it. Ball goes out. It'll be a throw to Leicester.
Let's
88
go.
played.
Let's
Timmins
get a
picks the
third.
ball up. Takes the throw. Finds Albrighton right near the corner flag. Plays it back. Tillemans whips it in. Low and hard. Goes out for another corner kick.
Come on. Should have been doing this about 20 minutes ago, Leicester. It would have been, would have had something to actually get excited for.
Tillemans whip this one in. 2 minutes to go.
Come on.
Ball whipped in towards the back post. Vardy's coming in. Falls down. Cleared by Newcastle.
Will we get another?
Ball run out of foot. Road to Leicester City up.
Come on, boys. Come on. Come on,
Ball
boys.
goes wide. Albrighton right back. Clips it towards the back post. Vardy goes up. Falls to Luke Thomas. Heads back across goal. Headed away by Newcastle. Jack, but tell me why, with a minute to go, you need 2 goals. Why are we not put Sayuncu up front? Or Fofana? Why not have a target man? You're going to play it forward. Why not have a target man?
That's it. Do what they used to do with Steve Walsh, Tom, isn't it?
Yeah,
Stick him
Walsh,
up front and go.
Elliot, just,
Pump them forward, man. Win your headers. That's what it should do. Stick them in the box, yeah. Win your headers. You're going to win your headers doing it like that,
Exactly. Stop passing the ball side to side and get the ball forward. Sayuncu clips it towards the back post. Flicks off ahead. That'll be a corner kick, referee. Thank you.
Come on.
As it clicks up to the 90 minute already.
I reckon there'll be 4 minutes added on. Quick corner taking, I think. Come on. Get another Leicester, mate. You know what I mean?
Tom, that is too logical, mate. Ball whipped in. Headed away by Newcastle. Edge of the area. Falls to Mendy. Takes a touch. Oh, he loses the ball. Mendy, don't foul him. Oh, he's got lucky there, I can tell you. Gives a free kick referee to Leicester anyway.
Get in the box.
4 minutes to injured time, and we're into it now. Stop mucking around. Go away, Callum Wilson.
Man. Get in the box.
A goal now, and Leicester, well...
Should have been forming like 20 minutes ago. Why is it we perform, Tom, when we're like so many goals behind?
Ball to Albrighton, edge of the area. Goes past his man. Goes past again. Chips it to the back post. Flicked in. Thomas heads it down. Perez! Oh, he saved it! Oh, he's snitching on the goal line. He saved it. The Bracker with a brilliant save to deny Perez a point-blank range. Ball headed up. Back in again. Falls to Albrighton towards the corner flag. Whips it in towards the back post. Vardy heads it back across goal to Bracker. Oh, it goes over the crossbar. That's a minute gone of the added time already, and the Bracker now will take his time. Oh, what a header by Luke Thomas, though. Headed it down into the pass to Perez, and Perez volleys it all of 2 yards out, and De Bracker, well, he just gets lucky. His hand comes out, and he's somehow saved it. Anywhere, a foot either side, and it's in the net.
Man of the match, Newcastle goalkeeper, apparently.
Newcastle keeper pulled off some great saves. Yeah, do you know what? He's up there.
He's a good goalkeeper.
I mean, what can you say? Leicester's man of the match. He's probably Schmeichel.
He's a fantastic goalkeeper, De Bracker. The amount of goals they can see, Jeff, he went in goal. Beyond me.
91 and 52nd, nearly 2 minutes gone in their 4 to play in total.
Come on, Leicester.
It's so late.
Oh, dear.
Sayuncu tries to slit it, but falls to Joe Linton in the middle of the park. He'll run forward. He'll look for the run from the overlap from Joe Linton's running through it, thinking like he's Pele of Brazil there.
My days.
Just killing more time. That's all they need to do.
I think the game were dead and buried, wasn't it, Tom, when they got the 4th and the 3rd?
Mate. To come back, I mean, you've 3, you might have a chance, if we've been 3.
But 4, that just kills it.
The turning point in this game was the Fofana header. If he scores that, I feel we would have gone and won this football match for me. Because I think Newcastle, look how they're crumbling now. If
this match goes on for another half an hour, we'll probably actually go and get a draw.
I mean, they've just taken up 50 seconds. Shelby shoots. Why are you getting in the way of it? For fathers, let it go out. It was going nowhere near the goal. And we give a corner away, 1 minute to go. The game's over. Game's up. They ain't going to score 2 goals in a minute.
No,
Shelby will
forget that
take
one.
his time. The linos telling him to come on and take it quicker.
Chewbacca with the man of the match. May the force be with you. Come on, man. The 2 positives out of today, the 2 goals. Apart from that, we've been utter crap. This is probably the worst performance of the season, Tom, to be honest, at home. It's worse
20
than
seconds to go.
It's worse,
Oh,
than
mate.
it's worse than the West Ham game earlier this season.
Ball over the top. Wilson shoots, looking for his 4th.
Probably worse than the Arsenal game, to be honest, Tom. Because Arsenal, we just handed it on, didn't we, really? And there you go, Newcastle win the game. 4-2.
There you go, 4-2, game over.
God's sake.
What can you say? It was a tale of missed
3 points
opportunities.
dropped.
Yeah, 3 points dropped in a defining match of the season for me. If you want to get Champions League football, to gift Newcastle goals like we did today is not good enough at any standard. But the first goal comes by Sainchu trying the Cruyff turn on the 18-yard box and loses the ball. They're in on goal within seconds, and Callum Wilson slots the ball away after poor decision from him. The second goal is a corner kick, and Dummett outleaps Fafana at the back post, heads it in, and Casper can only parry it into the roof of the net. Leicester make the change and go for it. Ungo Blaine's taken off Ndidi and bringing on Perez, but within 3 minutes, the goal had gone in. A ball round the corner. Wilson gets in. Timmy Castagne can only play a very, very weak back pass, and he rounds Casper Schmeichel and slots it into the back of the net. The 4th goal, well, Callum Wilson makes another run in behind our back 4, and Fafana doesn't even pick him up. He hits a post and taps in the rebound. Leicester come back in some ways. A thunderous strike by Mark Albrighton with a bat from a bat ball back into the back of the net. But on a day where Leicester should have been aimed for the Champions League, they look more like relegation fodder for me. And this goes back to last season and the performance against Bournemouth. We look frail and weak, and without Johnny Evans being playing tonight, the main man at the back, Leicester look a shadow of their shells with any idea of how to defend. Jamie, what's your thoughts, mate?
Shocking, absolutely shocking. You can't, even though we scored 2 goals, you can't even get the positive out of the 2 goals because the game was gone then, wasn't it, at 4-0. It was embarrassing up until, well, I don't know, the whole 90 minutes was embarrassing, really. Madders was strolling around like a bloody prima donna. There was no, Vardy's lost his touch. I don't know what's happened to him. I know it doesn't make a one-man team, but Vardy's lost his touch. There's no impotence there. He hasn't got the intensity. He loses the ball too easy. Some of the substitutions tonight, I don't understand some of the substitutions. And like it said, the minds are on the FA Cup final. I don't care what anyone says. You're this close to getting to an FA Cup final. You're not going to put the last-ditch tackles in. You're not going to put your body on the line. You're not going to do it because you don't want to be injured. You don't want to be suspended for it. You don't want to get a stupid red card 1 game before. Stevie Walsh did it 20-odd years ago, missed his place on the final. You don't want to miss out on one of the biggest days. Their minds weren't on it tonight. I don't care. It's the same as last year. It's the same as Bournemouth game last year. It's all slipping away. And it might be, yes, shambolic. We're still in the top 4, but we don't deserve the top 4 because we haven't played well for weeks now. I don't think we played well for weeks. You've just been slipping away for the last few weeks. Last month or so, it's been slipping away. And anybody that says, oh, no, it's not like last year at all, it's true. It is. It is slipping away. It is absolutely shambolic. It really is.
Tom, thanks for doing the watch-along. Are you sticking around for a little bit?
Yeah.
You want to suffer some more? Brilliant. Okay. Jamie, listen, we're coming back to you, Jamie, in a second. I want to get as many views on as possible. Anthony says we're bottling it, and Anthony Sharman says it ended it off. What the fuck? Yeah, Jamie's just mentioned the substitutions, and I want to go back to Jamie and Tom and ask them about the substitutions because tonight's a big, big game, and this is where Brendan Rodgers shows us: is he top notch, or is he not? And I have to question what's going on when we're bringing. I don't even know what the score was when Luke Thomas comes on, but it was certainly 3, if not 4-0 down, and you sort of think that ain't going to do it. Keith says if we're in the top 4, we deserve to be top 4. Carl says, yeah, we didn't win again. We didn't. I was positive, but it was woeful. It was woeful. The 2 goals just paper over the cracks. Jamie, listen, you mentioned about the substitutions. I'm not going to completely blame Rodgers for tonight because the players on the pitch have to take the responsibility, but there were some strange substitutions. Ndidi off, Maddison off, Mendy on, Luke Thomas on. Was he pulling players off to try and for the cup final next week or for Man United? Or
I think he did that with Pereira. I think he did with Pereira because that was his first game for a few weeks, 3 or 4 weeks since the Southampton semi-final. Yeah, I understand why Thomas came on for Pereira, but Ndidi, why did he go off and why did Perez come on for him? Why did Perez come on for Maddison? Because Maddison, so frustrating, absolutely shocking today, absolutely shocking.
Who was shocking?
Maddison, what did he do tonight? He just strolled around like a prima donna, running round, turning circles, wasn't quick enough, no through balls, no nothing. It was just a waste of space, absolute waste of space it was today. It's Bournemouth, or like Tom said earlier, it's Bournemouth all over again. It's just slipping away. And anybody that doesn't agree with it, I've said this weeks ago, it's slipping away. People just laughed at me and had a go at me. You can see it now. It is slipping away again. It was embarrassing watching that today. Absolutely embarrassing. It really was. We did no fight, no passion, no nothing. They didn't want it. They're just looking for next week.
Tom Fee says, thanks for your commentary tonight. It must have been painful. Thanks, Fee, for that. I mean,
I called it at a time, mate. I was going to say I called it a time when he took Ndidi off. I said this can go 2 ways. It can go the way that it's clever and he's pushing people further forward, but we could get picked off. Within 2 minutes of me saying that, we got picked off by one simple ball round the corner. And at this level, I'm sorry, you've got to be able to do more than play one ball round the corner. Tonight's game has said it all to me. Without Johnny Evans at the back, Sion-Chu looks average and a comical of a defender. Fofana looked nervous, and that's the first time I think I've ever said that. Without him playing at the back, he didn't unsure. I mean, the goal of Callum Wilson's hat-trick, I'm sorry, he's pointing where he wants the ball. Sion-Chu can see where he's pointing and still stands there and lets Wilson run off Fofana and does nothing about it. This is comical defending. This is Sunday morning part football defending. That was tonight for me, for Leicester. For a team who's in the Champions League, I'm not having, are we in the Champions League? You finish where you finish at the end of the league. All credit to Newcastle tonight. They were brilliant. They were brilliant. They didn't park the bus like everyone said they were going to. They pressed us high. The first goal came from a high press on the 18-yard line. Not many teams come to Leicester and presses on the 18-yard line because they knew Cags had a mistake in them and they penalised on it. They just did everything well tonight, Newcastle. We couldn't pass the ball to a man in blue half the time. And you can't do that. You ain't going to win a football match. And I'm sorry. I'm with Jamie on this one. This has got last season written all over. Look, I hope they prove me wrong. I really do. And I want them to prove me wrong. And, I'll have everyone coming in and comment. And Jamie will take it as well and say, oh, look, they did it. Got to go and get a result at Man United now. Got to get a result against Chelsea. Got to get a result against Tottenham. And you've got to hope that all these teams don't suddenly go on winning runs, including Tottenham. They're only 6 points off us. It's so easy for the league to change around in 2 games now with the games, how quick they come in.
See, now we've got to rely on other results as well. Not just our own, we've got to rely on other results. It's not just us now. We've got to win ours and rely on other people helping us out, which we shouldn't have been in this situation. We should have not been in this situation.
Listen, famously, and I know Mark is waiting to come on, Ross and Gray. I'm going to get you on, guys. There's lots of people wanting to get their comments in. And Jamie and Tom, but Jamie, I quite famously said I thought Nacho was over, and I've lived to eat my words after that because he's come back, scored a good goal again today. Fair enough. I really am worried about Jamie Vardy because he doesn't look sharp in the slightest, Jamie. Just when he tried to do that lob, you could. I mean, the keeper saves it. The keeper could see it coming. He's had shots. He's had headers. He had the most. There was a stat come on the screen at one point. He's had 15 touches in 60 minutes. And then he had 2 touches after that, and it bounced off. I'm not trying to be too critical on him.
No. All I was going to say was for me,
but we should have bought Wilson last summer.
We should have signed another striker. But
We've got
I've
two
said it
strikers and they're both on the pitch.
all along.
No strikers on the subs bench.
Tom, according
You
to
know-
form, we weren't allowed to because there was no money going around the whole country because of the pandemic. We had no money to spend whatsoever. That's what a lot of fans. We're going back to January now when we didn't buy people to cover positions.
Going back to
Vardy.
I was going to say, going back to Vardy, he's not looked to shadow himself since this hernia operation. And I don't care what anyone says, he was rushed back. I'm sorry, I don't think he was fit. And I don't think he's fully fit, and I don't think he's fully recovered because he looks nowhere near the sharpness of the Vardy at the beginning of the season.
Tom, I said what Neil said here. I said in the second half. I said if that was anybody else apart from Vardy, they'd have been dropped by now.
I agree with you, but my point of view is I think Jamie was probably listening backstage with 5 minutes to go. Why aren't we putting Cags up front? You've got nothing to lose with 5 minutes to go. It's not one goal. I mean, it's not like we're 2-1 down. I understand you've got to be careful. We're 4-2 down with 5 minutes to go. We might as well lose 6-2 at home. And at least gone, well, we put the man up front, we've whacked some balls in. But we're so predictable.
Tom,
we get the ball wide and we put it onto Albrighton, who has to cut inside. It's schoolboy defending for Newcastle because it's straight on his head. Every ball was on the Newcastle defend because it's being whipped in. And you've got two small strikers up there, and they are small comparison. Look at Joel Linton, who came on. That's the kind of striker, I'm not saying he's that good or anything, but with that 5 minutes to go, you want that kind of striker on for Albrighton to whip the ball into.
Helen says, if you drop Vardy, who can we play with him? Stephen says, I think the players are thinking Rodgers is thinking we can get second, just constant on third and see what happens. Vardy's never going to be the man like seasons gone, rush back and aging too. I think that's probably it. He is aging. It's frustrating. Listen, go on, Tom.
No, I'll just go. So I think the biggest thing for me is he was rushed back. I'm not making an excuse for him, mate, but the Vardy of the beginning of the season was destroying defenders. He hadn't lost a yard of pace. He was finishing for fun. Since that operation, he has not come back anywhere near the sharpness he was. And I still think he's carrying a knot, mate. I really do. I think he's playing through pain. I've got a feeling he is. Johnny Evans has been playing through the pain the last 3 weeks. I think it's taken his toll on him. And I think maybe this is what's done it.
Well, Tom, I said it, and again, you can watch the videos. I said in the January transfer window, we didn't sign anybody in January, and and people said there's nobody out there to sign, and I'll go. Well, again, people laughed when I said Jesse Lingard at the time. People laughed, and he's made a difference. Exactly. We've talked about Callum Wilson last summer. Ollie Watkins going to Villa. There were players around there. And if Villa can afford to buy Ollie Watkins, if Newcastle can afford to buy Callum Wilson, I'd like to think Leicester could, because I think financially we're in a better position. Bizzle, which is Michael watching out in the States, says Vardy was definitely rushed. I think we would all agree with that. Patrick saying we ain't got no cash. Patrick, again, you've got to be careful with some of this because I know, Anyway, let's go for Ivan Tune. Yeah,
let's bring some of the fans on. Let's see what they've got to say.
Here we go. Let's start with. Now, I'm going to start with Mark. Go on then, Mark. Give us your views on it.
What do you want? My Maddison views?
Well, I know you're going to. We've not talked about Maddison much yet. We've concentrated more on Vardy and Diddy. I know you're going to want to say something about Maddison. You're itching.
Yeah, well, he's just obviously living in Norwich. I saw a lot of him, and everybody raved about him. And somebody texted me actually and said, "Is he a good buy or not?" And I said, "Well, apparently he is." But just lately, I just think he's I don't know, a Grealish wannabe, or he's just not there, is he? He's not on the same track as everybody else, because I didn't see it tonight.
I mean, Tom, what was just going to say? I'm going to pass it to you, Tom, but I want to say, Madders, fans like Mark are not impressed by him. I'm going to revert back to what he did 3 or 4 weeks ago with his COVID party and say, what an idiot, even more so. When you see him on the pitch, you go on, Tom.
Jesus. Well, I think you just hit the nail on the head. There's, everyone keeps going on about Euros and stuff. Phil Foden's miles in front of him. He's even younger, and he's miles in front of James Maddison. Mason Mount, another young player, miles in front of Maddison. Do you know why? Because they do the basics. They've been taught the basics right. Pass, move, dribble when they need to dribble, shoot when you get a shot or a chance. If not, pass it. Maddison is so about, give me the ball, let me show everybody what I can do with the ball. 40 yards out last week, how many times did he shoot against Southampton? Just do the basic matters. We've seen Maddison, when he's playing well, is untouchable at times. But at the moment, the Maddison, what we signed, was it 3 seasons ago, and to that second season, or the beginning of this season, is nowhere in sight for me. And we could say he's had an injury and this, that, and the other, but even now, he just doesn't look. He's strolling around the park. You're 4-0 down and you're strolling. No wonder he got dragged. But I just think I think he needs to concentrate on what he's doing. I know he's had a baby and it's probably tiredness and everything like that, but you're a professional footballer.
Well, he was partying the other week, Tom, so I'm not having that either. You've got kids, saying, Tom, I've got kids. You get up. What time do you get up to work, Tom?
Half past 5, and I go.
Half past 5 this morning. What time did you get home today, Tom?
I walked in the door at 7 o'clock.
And how many kids you got, Tom?
2, and I got a 1-year-old.
Yeah. So let's not give these prima donnas that.
I'm just saying, though, mate. But you could say lifestyle changes, but he's still not performing to anywhere where we've seen it. We've all seen Maddison play to a level where he's 20 times better than this, where he hasn't been greedy, he's not been selfish. But at the moment, he's come back from this injury, and it all seems to me is he's bothered about making an impression for himself and getting on that plane to the Euros. That's never going to happen. Yeah, it's never going to happen.
Listen, I mean, Locks has said here he's not even had the baby. I think he has had the baby, hasn't he?
No, he hasn't had it yet. She's only just had the scan, so she's not had it yet.
Carl says it wasn't just Madders who played bad, though. So let's go over to Ross. Go on, Ross. Where do you want to start?
Well, you've all taken the words. It's Bournemouth Mark 2. It really is. And what really, really annoyed me, and I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to say this here without not saying swearing. If you look at the 4th goal, Callum Wilson's goal, Soyuncu, I mean, it's the worst performance Soyuncu's had this season. There's no, definitely. It wasn't even attempting to try and at least go for the ball, try and go on the goal line. I don't know if you've seen the goal again, but he doesn't even run. He's just like gentle jogging, even though he's in the box, and it really wound me up. Take out the 2 goals because they were good goals. That was our worst performance of the season. And we were absolutely dreadful from start to finish, But the thing is, the last 10 minutes, why didn't we play that from minute 1? Why didn't we play that from minute 1 and not take 80 minutes to suddenly start playing well? That's what really annoys me. And I, being a Leicester fan, the fact is that when we played Fulham this season, we played awful. Took us 80 minutes to get going. I don't understand why it takes this long to get going. And Maddison, 100%. Mason Mount's miles ahead of him. Foden's miles ahead of him. Jamie said it earlier. Sorry, Jamie Senior, because obviously both from that. Where you just dilly-dallying in the middle. You just shouldn't do that at all. And it just frustrates me. It really does. And, and I can't really take any positives out of this game apart from the 2 good goals. I mean, Mark Albright, it was a fantastic goal. We'd be raving about that goal had we won or drawn that game, but it's been overshadowed by the very, very lackluster performance. And Jamie said it just earlier. We've now got to rely on other teams doing us this favour when we should be doing it ourselves. That's the thing.
Reedy, sorry, Ross, mate. I want to get Reedy in on this one because Reese, thanks for the comment. I must admit, I was saying when we're 2-0 down, 3-0 down, 4-0 down, we've got to try something different, Reedy. And Reese says, why did we not try under today? He's on the bench.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. When I saw at half time, I thought we had to bring Perez on. Obviously, I wanted to bring Maddison off. I don't know why. I'm more of a Maddison fanboy than a lot of people in here. He didn't play well tonight at all. Yes, he put 3 balls fall through that I thought were decent, but it was average at best. And I think I would have tried under. I think Jack was a really big fan of maybe bringing him on. I said that I think we should keep him. I think maybe he should have come on to see if they can get through a bit more. But I don't know. You just got to give credit to Newcastle. They did brilliantly, and all they did was put ball straight through in one ball through, and they could have got it. So. And I think, like I say, I think the main reason why we tried a lot more at the end was because we got the goal. And I think that just gave us a bit of confidence just to force it. I mean, we got 3 nearly, didn't we? Obviously, Perez just missing that chance to make it 3. So, I say, we got 3 goals in, 10 minutes? We know we can... Oh, sorry, yeah. We got 2, but we nearly got 3 in 10 minutes.
I think, though, Jamie... I think the 2 goals flattered us and papered over cracks because 4-0, we were absolutely.
We never looked like scoring, did we? And then all of a sudden, we score 1 goal, then we score another. Newcastle, it just. I don't know why we didn't play. Like Reedy just said, why didn't we play? Oh, sorry, one of them, Ross said, why didn't we play for like that from the very beginning? That's what we needed to be. The very beginning, not the last 2 or 3 minutes of a game, last 10 minutes of a game, showing a little bit of passion. Like I say, keep saying there's been no fight, there's been no passion, there's been no nothing. And we're just going to slip away again. And people are not seeing it. We're still in 3rd place, top 4. We've got to rely on other people's results now to help us out. It should be in our own hands, not in other people's results. So, yeah, I'm feeling a bit embarrassed about that tonight, to be honest. Wasn't the best performance we've ever set up. Shocking. Really is shocking.
Worst of the season. I think worst of the season.
But the week before the final, we should be revving up and going, not playing how we're playing. Those players' minds were on the game, on the FA Cup final tonight. Simple as.
No, I'm just saying, worst performance of the season. And you watch now, different Leicester's going to turn up against Manchester United, which is going to infuriate me and all other Leicester City fans, is that why suddenly play up against the big clubs coming up against a team like Newcastle, who are struggling. They've now, because of that win, they're now stayed up. I'm looking at the table now. Chelsea win tomorrow, they go above us. West Ham win, they're only 2 points behind us. Tottenham, if they win, they're only 4 points behind us. So all these teams are creeping up. It does help slightly that Chelsea play Manchester City tomorrow. So they'll want to win that to win the Premier League. So let's just hope Man City turn up.
Just going on that comment that Locke's just put up.
Yes, I was going to say, yeah.
It is in the people's result. The people
it's still in our hands, Jamie. That's what
the games
is
that we've
saying.
got tomorrow. Right, yeah, it might still in our hands tomorrow. If Chelsea beat Man City, more than possibility Chelsea win. If West Ham win, if Spurs win, if Liverpool win, they're coming up on our tails. And then we've got Man U, Chelsea, and Spurs as well. We've got to get them points. We've got to rely on other teams to drop points. If we don't get any points from the next few games,
But Locks is saying if we've got 3 games left, Jamie, we win all 3.
Well,
it's in our hands.
The way we play tonight, can you see us winning? Really?
No, not even 1 point.
We're
going to get our asses handed to us.
Chance.
Can I just go back to the start of this game and say, do we not feel Rodgers got it all wrong by sticking 3 at the back to start with anyway? To start the game with a back 3 of Fofana, Sainz, and Castagne. Seriously, Brendan should be thinking, right, what have I got? Well, we've not got really much experience in that back 3, if I'm honest with you. Who have I got who could play? Well, Fuchs could come in and do a job there, and fill the gap if you're sticking 3 at the back. He's played enough games with the back 3. If you really want to stick to that back 3, or go to a flat back 4 from the start and play Ricardo on the left, play Castagne on the right if you have to. But the first 20 minutes, you could tell this wasn't working. You could tell we were getting torn apart after 30 minutes and we were 2-0 down, that this system wasn't working. We then went to a back 4 for 10 minutes before half time. And then we came out second half with a back 3 again. And it just seemed like Brendan was too stubborn today to change anything. And like I say, with 10 minutes to go, you get 2 goals back. Why are we not just sticking a big man up front and hoofing it forward and just hoping for a knockdown? Because by that point, Newcastle had gone at the back. Newcastle were all at 6 and 7s themselves. And you might have just had a bit more opportunity than playing pass here, pass there, pass here, pass there. And it's so predictable that we're going to do that every game. Change it up, put 10 minutes to go, change it. And I think that's my biggest frustration today. Rodgers didn't seem like he wanted to change it. than where I felt if we'd started with a back four, I think the back two might have been a bit more comfortable. But we just looked like a team who had lost the world. A world had gone by not having Johnny Evans at the back there.
Yeah, indeed. Listen, lads.
Without Evans,
go on, Mark.
without
Go on, Mark.
sorry, without Evans, our defence is totally gun ho. They just go off willy nilly and do what they want to do. The person that keeps them in check is Johnny Evans.
Yeah, that's what Nigel Wood's saying there. The comment is Evans was a loss for me. Player of the season, holds the back and controls. Never seen us lose a ball as much as that. That's Nigel saying that. Crispy says, I think we should, let's get some of these on. He says, I think we should sign a skillful player. I don't really want to start talking about players we should sign or whatever. We've got to get through this season in there. Nick says, dangling top four in front of the fans' faces all seasons long, only to take away in the last 3 or 4 games is not fair. Fans will be disappointed. Listen, Mick, it's not quite happened yet. I mean, we know it did happen last year. Taylor's says, if we drop out the top four, what do we do? Have to have a long, hard look at Rodgers for me. There, he says. I think there's going to be a lot of views on that. Jamie, listen, we could keep talking for hours and hours. You've got your show on Sunday morning, 10 a.m. No doubt you're going to be full of this.
Absolutely fantastic fun. It's going to be really interesting to see what the fans' views are and what they come on. So, cheers.
I'm just going to very quickly add in.
I'm going to shoot.
Yeah,
so I'll speak to you all later, and I'll see you on Sunday morning, lads and lasses.
See you, Jamie.
See you later.
Cheers,
Adios.
Jamie. Go on, Lux. I've added you in.
Yeah, you're right, mate. How you doing?
Yes.
No, you took Jamie out of the wrong. No, my point was obviously we were talking about it's in our hands. Yeah, my point was at the moment it's in our hands. You know, if we did, I don't think we will, but if we did win all 3 games, we don't need to rely on anybody else's. Oh, there's Jamie back.
He's come back to
yeah. All right, then, Lux.
Yeah,
all right, then. What about the word pressure?
Pressure.
It's squeaky bum time now for Leicester. If they win their games tomorrow and the weekend, we've got Man U on Tuesday. Chelsea have got Arsenal on Wednesday night. If we lose against Man U or don't get a point from against Man U, and then Chelsea win again, Chelsea beat Arsenal because Arsenal are not playing very well. What's the pressure? What's going to happen? Then we've got to rely on other people's result losing and hoping. Because how many points? Honestly, sitting here now after tonight's game, how many points do you think we're going to get from the next 3 games? Honestly, don't say 9 points, but say honestly.
I'm not saying 9 points, mate, but I'm going to go with 5 or 6. For 6, sorry, because I think
you're going to get 2 wins.
Historically, this season especially, we've played games like the Leeds game and the Fulham game where we've sat here and spoken about this same thing when we've lost. When we've lost the Leeds and Fulham, we've said it's happening again. We're falling apart, but we're Leicester City, mate. We do tend to beat the bigger teams more often than we beat these worse off teams, and I think we'll do it again.
We've lost 8 games. We've lost 8 games at home, though, Locks. If we were top 4, quality top 4 team, we would not lose them games at home. We would not lose them 8 games. Look at the teams we've lost against. The lower teams at home, we should have won. If we want quality Champions League year in, year out that a lot of fans wanting, we've got to be beating them teams. We're not. Just because we do it against the big, we've got to beat the smaller teams as well. That's what we've got to do. And the results we're getting, I cannot see us getting. I can see us probably getting maybe a draw against Spurs, and that is it. I don't think. I honestly think it's going again. It's slipping away like last year. It really is.
But to be fair, mate, like my point is, there were people saying that when we lost to Leeds and when we lost to Fulham. And, we got results after that. We got big results. I know it's Sheffield United who were relegated, but 5-0. We beat Man United in the FA Cup. Like, yes, we're Leicester City and we beat these big teams and we drop points against these easy games like tonight, like Fulham, like Leeds. But, like, I don't know, mate. The discussion, which I obviously piped in on a few minutes ago was, is it in our hands? Do we need to rely on other results? At this moment in time, pal, we don't need to rely on other results. If we go and get turned over against Manchester United, then fair play. I'll say to you, mate, you were right. We're now relying on other teams. But at this moment in time, it's all in our hands. If we can pick up some big results against these big teams, the Champions League is ours. And the Johnny Evans situation tonight really didn't help things. Obviously, the whole team prepared for this game. Johnny Evans was going to be in that back three, and it switched. And to be fair, I thought it would go to a back four, but it stayed at a back three with Castagna in there, I think. And yeah, but it's a debate that we've had. You know, we had this last year, mate. And look, there's two sides to it. I get what you're saying. We've dropped points again tonight to a game we should have won. But my point is, just at the moment, it's still in our hands. We've got 3 big games, 3 massive games, and it could go one or two ways. We could lose every game, and we could be in 6th place in a few weeks, or we could win 2, we could win 3, and we'll be celebrating top 4 next season.
Hey, listen, lads, it's a great debate. We know watching Leicester is always fun. I'm going to say thanks to Jamie's just gone. Thanks, Jamie. Thanks to Locks. Thanks to Reedy. Thanks to Ross.
Yeah. Sorry,
Jamie's back.
Sorry. See you later.
Yeah, see you, mate. He's off. I've had
Can
enough.
I say one more thing?
Yeah, go on, Reedy.
I think with what Locks has said, I think, in my opinion, I think we're not. I think everyone we're chasing other results at the moment. I think because of how the players played today, I think they've got to now prove that they can beat them. The last 3 teams.
Yeah.
I say we are relying on them to lose at points if any of these next 3 games are losses. But I think if we can just beat the first team, as in Man United, then it looks completely different again. And I think the players, just because of today's result, they have to prove now they can still do it. And I think, like I say, I honestly think it was the Newcastle tactics that have made us play so bad. Yes, as John Evans' injury didn't really help, like Locke said, but I think we can still do this on our own at the moment. So
the problem is, Jamie touched on it. We've lost 8 home games this season.
Yeah,
that is. I mean, fans in or fans out, in or out of the stadiums. That is bad. Usually, we're a force at home. Usually, we're always a force. You know, the year excuse me, the year we won the league, we lost 1 game. We went a year and a bit without losing at home. We've lost 8. I just said again, 8 home games this season against Fulham's, your Leeds Uniteds, your Arsenals.
Hey, Ross, listen, lads. I'm going to finish it there, but Ross, I'm going to say I've watched worse seasons than this one. So
true, but
listen, I'm going to put a spin on it. Like Locks was saying, we've got Man United. Who've got a lot to play for themselves in the Europa League, and they've got 3 games in 5. Tuesday is going to be a big one. We're doing the Watchalong. It's a 6 o'clock kickoff. We're going to be doing it from 5:30. So come join us there. Don't forget that Jamie's live at 10 on Sunday. I'm live at 7:30. We've got that Wembley shirt to do live on Monday. What on earth? It's just Leicester. We love it. We love it. We don't want it any other way, would we, lads?
No. We're 3rd in the Premier League.
We have to make it the hard way. We have to do it the hard way if we do it.
We're 3rd in the Premier League and in an FA Cup final. I know some people would disagree.
Yeah.
Just put it into context. We are 3rd in the Premier League with 3 games to go and in an FA Cup final. That's all I'm saying.
We need a new Goldilocks bet now. You're head.
No, thanks for that. No.
Thanks, Locks. I'm glad you've come on, Locks, and been Mr. Positive. Well done. And thanks, Tom and Jack, for doing the watch-along tonight. Thanks, Ross and Reedy. Thanks, Reedy, for your graphics as well. So thanks to everybody there. Tom.
He's just laying there now.
Shall we see my bedtime story?
Tom looks sunburned.
Come on, Tom.
He looks sunburned.
Oh, mate, I'm shattered. I've had a week of work all on my own, mate, in the van, so it's caught up with me now. I'm just disappointed, mate. I'm just sitting there. I'm just disappointed with a performance like that. I know what Locke's saying. He's 3rd in FA Cup final, but I thought after last week, tonight we would have had a reaction for me, and I haven't seen a reaction, and that's my disappointment sitting here tonight.
I think it's just a disappointment, isn't it?
Yeah, we've lost 4-2 to a team 17th in the Premier League. You know, without him showing up, and that's the more disappointing thing tonight for me, mate. But we go game on Mr. Positive below me. Right, there he is.
Can I just say, like, I am as disappointed as anyone else. I am, but I just refuse to accept that that's the end of the season. I will not accept it until it's mathematically impossible. whether that's on the last day for us to
Locks.
finish in the top 4. That's
We're
it.
in the Locks. We're in the driving seat still, like you say. We're in the driving seat. We've got to play Man United. You know, Leicester. We'll probably beat them. We'll probably beat Chelsea in the cup final. And then we'll probably lose to Chelsea, and then we'll probably have to do something against Spurs. That is watching Leicester City.
We're in
That's
the
why we
driving
love
seat,
it.
hanging on for dear life, but we'll get there somehow.
Listen, thanks everybody for all your comments. It's been brilliant. Thanks to Tom. Thanks to Jack. Thanks for Locks and Reedy and Ross and Jamie. It's been absolutely great to get all their views in and all their comments in. Thanks for all your views and all your comments. Reese, thanks for your positive comments. Likes Tom, sit here on the beach. 10 donkeys, says Derek. Get lost, Derek. Come on. Keep positive. Cup final next Saturday, Derek. Man United on Tuesday. I'm with Locks. I'm disappointed about tonight, but I still remember we're third in the biggest league in Europe. We're also in that FA Cup final. So we just need, come on, let's go over the bloody line this season. I'll see you all next week. As ever, thanks to everybody for all your contributions, all your hard work and all your comments. It's a roller coaster. It was rubbish tonight. Man United Tuesday. Bring it on.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. With special thanks to our pals at ADT Taxis, Feed Me, Piglet's Pantry, Tiger, Leicester Garage Conversions, Pink Vehicle Leasing, Hologram, The Fox's Arms, Moyer Wade Interiors, and our chosen charity, Memphis UK. We bring you the fans' views on the match each week, and your views matter to us. Join the fans' debate each match with us. Follow us at Leicester Fan TV.